Welcome back.
Duncan.
Oh boy, it's been a little while. So, since several people have asked, when last we left our heroes, you had just entered into this ruined temple to Ophine, goddess of the moon, one of the 12 forces that balances uh, the wildlands on a razor's edge. And you encountered some large rats, which then turned into rat people, which then turned into bits of meat, mostly due to you. Some very large, some very large snake guys then entered the fray. Apparently, being basically you heard an exchange where the rat people were pleading that these folks who perhaps act as guardians or something would come in, and so these large snake guys came in. You had a battle with two of them. As I recall, you managed to charm one of them and get them to attack the other. I think that was Roland's doing.
That was Roland who did that too.
Yep.
After dispatching them, you then chased down the last of the were-rats, and as you cornered her down at the bottom of the map, you guys should be on. Nope. Let me go ahead and do that. Oh,
she's already dead.
well, yes. But so right now you guys should actually be on the world map.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to talk about that first.
Also, I should probably mention that Ophine is Bay.
Is Bay. Good to know. That's high quality information. I will treasure it always.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Indeed.
That's why we're partied up.
So, turning our attention to the world map briefly, you had traveled to this place several days north of the Nexus into the Bramblewood, close to the border of the Catan Plain. And right now what you should see is some tokens shamelessly lifted from Skyrim. There should be one above the Nexus that says the Nexus, and there should be one to the east of it that says Amandir's Tomb. Is that all rendering correctly?
Yep.
Everybody?
And you have
Okay.
dark vision on the campfire, or torchlight
Yeah,
on the
so-
campfire.
So I'm using the dynamic lighting on this map to give you an idea of like the region that you would be somewhat familiar with, because you have a map of this place. It may not be super accurate, but there's sort of broad ideas of where these various locations are. But you haven't ventured probably ever, certainly not often, outside the boundary of this circle of light that is centered around the Nexus. There's another bit of light that is emanating from your token, which you will see that you all have the ability to move. That's the campfire token with the little yellow halo around it. So I'm giving you guys control over this because from now on, you're going to be keeping track of where you are on the map. I have my own token on the GM layer that you guys can't see that tells me where you actually are. So it's possible for those things to get out of sync. It depends on how well you navigate. But at any rate, that yellow halo around the token indicates... You guys can all see that aura, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And not just the light effect, but the actual like aura effect.
Yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That indicates roughly a day's travel,
Okay.
which will hopefully help you keep track of it. So, for example, I'll go ahead and grab the token. If you were to go a day south, you would probably end up here-ish.
Okay.
For now, you know exactly where you are. right? You're at this temple.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this map isn't necessarily super accurate. Like distances aren't always to scale. But Amandir's tomb down here, that would be the first place you went, the first place you found a shard, and were rebuffed by a dragon. Over here, you'll see a marker that just says shard, and then there's another one down here, and there's another one up here. These are the places that Bryn had told you allegedly contained shards. But that's all you know right now. You don't really know what is there. You just know that there's supposedly a shard there. So anyway, just wanted to explain how the new map works. Now we'll get back into the thing, into the action. So having cornered this last were-rat woman, she was scrabbling backward, bleeding out, and dropped her rat form entirely, reverting to her human form, begged for mercy, and Gensai cut her down, which ends the combat and thus ends initiative order. And that's where we'll pick up. So, Gensai, you have just been through this incredibly intense haste experience as a result of your ring. And it is currently orbiting around your finger, spinning faster and faster, and is beginning to glow and heat up as the exhaustion starts to set in.
I think you
And
still
it's
have
getting
AFK.
hotter and hotter, and it's starting to be physically painful.
my mic's fucking muted.
No.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's one guy that's AFK. Excuse me.
Has
You
it
begin
done?
to smell the and feel your flesh burning.
I'm gonna pull the fucking ring off.
Okay. You shake your hand instinctually. Ring comes flying off, and it's just sitting on the ground. It actually, you see little sparks flying off of it as it skitters down the hallway, crashes into a corner, and starts burrowing its way into the solid stone, which is now glowing and melting around it.
That seems normal.
Yeah, that totally seems wrong. I want to try and like grab it with anything.
Okay.
Like
What do
try
you
to
have
try to. I'm gonna.
that you want to try to grab it with?
I still have it on me.
What?
I have Leonard's sigil on me.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
I'm gonna try to put it on this sigil.
You're going to try to do what?
I'm gonna like try and grab it real quick and put it on his sigil.
So the ring at this point is melting the stone that it's in contact with.
I'm gonna like pick
And
it up
it's,
with like
it's
a.
buried itself about 3 inches down into the rock.
I'm gonna try to grab it with like the tip of a fucking arrowhead and like put it on his sigil. And if it starts going through his thing, I'm gonna like dump it off. I was like, well, fuck, I'm not touching that then.
Okay. Give me a dexterity roll, I guess. As you're trying to fish this thing out, because it's still spinning like a top.
Rip.
You manage to get the tip of the arrow in contact with it, and it just melts right through the arrow tip. Go ahead and remove an arrow from your inventory.
Yep. Okay. Well.
And
Sure.
you see this tiny glowing speck, glowing brighter and brighter all the time, and just burrowing its way deeper into the solid stone of the floor.
I'm gonna just be like, that's never happened before. That deck save probably also works because I think like I'm totally spent for like the next hour.
The sound of this sizzling rock starts to get quieter as it descends. There's a smell that comes wafting down the hallway ahead of you. It's like a moldy, musty, mildewy kind of smell.
Mm.
I'm gonna dump some water on top of the ring.
I'm gonna slump against the wall and just almost fall asleep. I'm so exhausted and low on hit points.
From the back of the hallway, you see that Roland is just staring, hands at his sides, saying nothing. You said you were going to try to pour some water on this?
Yep.
Okay, from what? Like a water skin?
Yeah,
or-
from a water skin.
Okay.
Not a lot, just like a cupful maybe.
Okay, you pour out a cup of the water down, and you hear a as the water instantly flashes
the
steam. And you can actually feel the ground rumble a little bit as this rapid expansion of water into gas cracks the earth beneath you. Congratulations, you've invented fracking.
I will rename this tomb Flint.
Oh God.
God damn it.
No. Anyway, yeah. Rest.
Yeah, so do we have plans here?
Well, we need to get that shard.
Yeah, but I point to the like blood gushing out of my various cuts.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to rest up before we continue on with our fight.
Where would we
Right.
feel safe resting? There's a little chamber off to the side in this other part of the temple that
Yeah.
Which way?
I believe it's over here.
Roland
So you
walked
guys
off.
have seen Roland walk off into the hallway to the north.
Where the fuck are you going?
I'm going where Morpator is.
I'm asking Roland where the fuck
As you
he's
follow
going.
behind him, you see that he's not breaking his stride. He just keeps walking.
Well, I think we broke him.
He was always a traveler. I didn't expect he'd stay with us long anyway.
No,
As he
leave-
gets to the
leave- leave.
entrance of as he gets to the entrance of the cave, sort of shields his eyes from the sun, turns around and says, "Good luck." And leaves.
Want to leave some of your shit, maybe?
Luck to you too.
Sorry, would you ask him?
If he wants to, maybe does he have anything like he can leave us that he's not going to need anymore?
True friendship.
He just stares at you blankly as he shimmers out of existence.
Ass.
And the last thing you see is just this symbol from his runestone floating in midair. And then it's gone. That would be the symbol of air and the fox, by the way.
Mm.
So this room only has
Yes,
one
I
entrance.
have notes on all of this.
Meaning, if we hold up in here, the person keeping watch just has one door to keep watch on.
Yep.
And it could be
Guy.
barricaded.
I didn't
What's
get
up?
to check out this room before, but I noticed this altar area in it.
Yeah, so what you see there is a fouled altar. It, at one point, seems to have been dedicated to Ophine, which makes sense, given that this is a temple to her. There is a symbol of a crescent moon etched into the stone, but it's been chiseled out into basically just a dish shape, into which there is blood and some. They look like humanoid knuckle bones,
Mm.
some teeth. You see splotches of blood on the sides of the altar. At the top, there is a kind of cylindrical stone protrusion that is snapped off in an uneven pattern on the top. What else would you see? Oh, there's a collection of black bird feathers arranged in a circle.
Would this mean anything to me?
Make a religion check, Roz.
That was
Yeah, but you're not in the
Anyway.
room, so.
oh, okay. Yeah, good. Not very good at never mind.
Holy shit. So this actually immediately does seem familiar. This is probably being reconstructed as an altar to Lamera, who is the goddess of death. Are you from the Wildlands, or are you from the realm originally?
I'm from Wildlands.
Okay, then that's probably all you would know.
Yeah. I feel like that's
Well,
has something.
then
I
again, you did
remember-
roll a 20. So what I'll give you is from your conversations with wanderers, this iconography is also associated with the Raven Mother,
Okay.
which is apparently what the wanderers call Lamera.
All right. Can I take some time to clear off this? Kind of do my best to bring it back to its original look.
Sure.
And can I help him?
The altar has been physically destroyed to an extent, but you could clean it up and get the bones off of it and all that.
Yeah, I at least do that.
Okay.
Not a religious person, but no reason to deface it. So, yeah, I'll clear that off. Kind of floating around a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I had separate layers for the blood and stuff, but I don't. So,
Okay. All right.
you know, but just imagine
Blow
a
my
less
mind.
dark altar.
But yeah, I just cleaned it off real quick. Used a rag with a little water to wipe up the blood and threw the bones into the pile of bodies that are off in the corner of the room anyways. And then when I'm done with that, I'll go back to wherever those guys are.
Okay.
They said that they were in a room with one entrance, one exit, so
Sort of.
sort of close enough.
Wow.
There you guys are.
Okay. So I've added a little label that just
Same.
says purified.
Okay. Alright.
What's
Yeah.
going on in this? Is there anything going on in this room? Or is it just a chamber?
So there's not a lot in here. This place looks like it was destroyed a very long time ago. You would know that works of this sophistication, buildings constructed of stone, especially a building built for something as fairly impractical as, you know, dedicated entirely to worship. This must be from a very old period. So likely anything that would have been here has long since been stolen or destroyed. It's just a ruin,
Mm,
like you would find in Greece or Rome.
right.
You know, there's not going to be any goodies in there.
No singing teenagers?
No. I mean, maybe.
I
I might have to kill them.
That's entirely up to you.
wasn't thinking that. I wasn't gonna say it. I was thinking that. So this is the room you guys want to hold down in?
Yeah.
All right. You said
There's 2 entrances.
2 entrances. Okay, that's still better than the main room where there's.
Well,
just
there's
6.
this room here.
Yeah, and then if you walk to your left, there's another hallway.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, go left, Solomon.
Yeah, so you can actually feel a
Right.
draft coming from this direction.
Okay. Do you guys want to explore a little bit more or move up? or wait, because we don't know what could be in that direction.
Where I'm going?
Yeah.
That one loops back around to the main area.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have thoroughly explored this front portion of the dungeon.
So Solomon just kind of collapses in the corner out of total exhaustion.
You could have at least done a small room. It's like, wait, Solomon, not that room. At least go to the one that only has one way in. Not too late.
He picks his head back up, flips you off.
Thank you.
How
Thank
cold
you,
is it in
princess.
here?
It's actually surprisingly warm.
Do you guys want a campfire? Are we gonna do a long rest?
The whole place has kind of a moldy smell to it. It was extremely strong down at the point you were at the beginning of the session. And there seems to be some source of heat, perhaps deeper in the complex.
I'm okay with doing a long rest. We just gotta make sure we're protected.
But you're also in the northern reaches of the Bramblewood, and this is it's not a cold place.
Yeah, warmer area.
Oh,
It's like a tropical rainforest almost.
You guys want to just hold up in here then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
grab a bite, all that kind of stuff.
All that good shit.
Yep.
So are you guys taking a short rest?
Long rest.
Taking a long rest?
Yep.
Okay. So are you doing anything to fortify this position, or?
You guys want?
Do a little bit. One thing I am gonna do is, like, inside we're not gonna get back in time to cure all that meat I have in my pack. I'm gonna dump it out in the tunnel. Maybe it'll be a deterrent for people coming down there, if it's people anyways. It's creatures
Or
that might
it'll
attract.
attack all the fucking wildlife.
Yeah, it double-edged sword, but
Say hang on to it and then dump it after the rest.
fine. I just really don't want to make my
Or cook some
bag
of it.
smell. Yeah, cook a bit, but
It's the wildlands. Everything smells anyways.
yeah.
Not everything. The
There
Nexus is pretty
is-
dry.
How much is it?
I don't smell.
You also don't eat or sleep either, so listen out.
No.
But
Okay, so you said you guys were leaving some meat in the hallway, is that right?
I think I talked him out of that.
yeah, don't want anything coming in. But
Sure.
or if we have a better place we'd like to put it to maybe attract
So,
anything
I
there.
have an idea.
Yeah.
You want to wall up that? I can hear myself.
Wall
Is it-
up one
is it-
entrance. Maybe the hallway where I'm at. At least get rid of that one.
Oh, hey, so this is the room that Morp was in when we ended last time. Okay.
Yeah.
So actually, there's 3 entrances, sorta.
Yeah. I'd say let's get rid of
There's
the one that you
these.
just came through.
There's these 2, and then
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like
But
there might be
those
enough.
come.
There might be enough
those-
debris in here to block off that wall, sorta.
Yeah, where I'm standing.
I'm gonna assume
Yeah.
you guys would have taken that torch.
Yeah. Yeah, let's at least do that. Let's at least block off this way, because that way it comes directly from the entrance. The other 2, they have to come down the hallway.
I have a shovel, a hammer, a sledgehammer, and a crowbar, I think. Yeah. So I've got some tools we can use to try and move shit around.
I actually have Mason's tools as well. if those will come in handy for repairing the wall. I think just a quick makeshift wall though would be
Mason's
better.
tools?
Just like literally
Yeah.
stacking bricks.
I wonder what you can do with those. I'm actually not familiar with that item.
It was something I had to choose from.
Oh, I see. It's for like
Tools for
crafting
stoneworking.
pottery and stuff like
Yeah.
that,
Yep, masonry.
and statues, and you know.
Mhm.
But you could totally use it to like turn rocks into bricks.
But I'm pretty sure there's enough
Fairly.
loose brick and shit in this room and area
Yeah,
to make to just stack a
Yeah.
fucking brick wall up.
Yeah, it basically.
Yeah,
just
I would
means
say
I'm
you could totally
slightly
brick up a
better.
wall here if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think the one that
we're gonna
I'm
brick off that
standing-
hallway.
Yeah, one of these two. Like probably this one here, just easier.
Yeah,
Where I'm
Okay, so show me where you want to put the wall.
where Roz
Right
is,
where I'm
right
standing.
where his health bar is.
Okay.
Block off that
Give me a Mason's Tools roll.
Okay.
And we're helping him move shit. So
Oh yeah, you're good. So you find plenty of loose debris. You're able to you crush up some of it into a fine powder, mix it with some sand and the water that you can find to the north, and create a kind of grout. And you're able to build up a wall to block off this passage.
Nice. All right.
It ain't pretty, but it'll do.
Yep. Exactly. Strong. That's all that matters. So, who's gonna stand watch first?
Did you want to brick up the other two entrances, or
we could always do this other small one.
yeah, where you?
I'd rather not close off any more potential exits in case we're ambushed.
Yeah, because that goes all to
Okay.
the same hallway.
Yeah.
So they have to come through one of those entrances. So, that helps.
And in the case of being overrun, we can lead them into the room and then use one of the other ones to get out.
Yep.
okay? So where is everybody sleeping?
I am going to go down in this corner
Okay.
behind the
Do you have
pillars.
like a bedroll or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
Morp will stay inanimate here whenever he is quote unquote sleeping.
Yeah, you do trance like I do, right? You
holy
only have to
shit,
sleep
that's a
for 4
giant
hours.
bedroll.
Yeah, there we go. Trying to figure out
Yeah,
what's wrong with this token.
He just has to remain still for 6 hours, I think it is, or something.
6. Okay. See, for me, it's
Or it might not even be that.
4.
What about the rest of you? Where you guys?
Sorry, 4 hours. Inactive
So
state.
I am in that
4 hours.
room.
You're in what room?
You.
I don't actually see your token. Oh, your token blends in remarkably well with the ground.
Yeah.
I'm tactically gray.
What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna be right here, in my meditative state.
And I'm just going to be floating here.
Yep. So I could have sight in both parts of the hallway.
Not
Okay.
actually floating, but you know what I mean.
Are you guys keeping the torch lit, or setting up a campfire, or dousing it, or what?
I'll leave that up to you guys.
Well, if we
I don't-
want to have Roland, Raz, and Morp take watches
Roland's not
inside,
here anymore.
or not Roland, sorry, Solomon.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had Roland on the mind. If Solomon, Morp, and Raz take watches, Gensai can just sleep through, and we
His
can douse the
exhaustion.
torch. Well, we can douse the torch because we all have low light or dark vision, don't we?
Yeah.
Or no, Solomon doesn't, does he?
I do
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Okay.
You and me are the only two that have dark vision. So, when they go on watch, they can bring the torch back up. But yeah, for now we can take it out.
If you trust me to, I can take a double watch.
Take a double watch, man.
I just
Yeah.
need 4 hours, so
Yeah. So
I'll let you take first watch, and I'll take second and third.
sure. Sounds like a plan.
Great.
Alrighty. Yep. I got first.
In that
watch then.
case, I need perception rolls from everyone on watch.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Fuck.
Morb will let you take 2 rolls because you're taking 2 watches.
Give you 2 chances to fuck
So
up.
that first one is going to be for your first watch.
Second one was better.
I'm not gonna get any rest.
Apparently, I'm just becoming Will Wheaton.
Yep. Apparently.
You're not that lucky.
Oh, and
Just percentage dice.
Yep. And John, also,
Hmm.
why don't you bring over the fumble chart from the one
Yeah,
shot?
I've got it.
Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just meant,
And since it's just Roz and Morp, we can douse the torch.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to know. Let me make sure that I do still have. Yes.
Yep. Gensai is behind cover, and so is Solomon. Oh. Solomon's glowing.
Solomon is
Solomon, I
glowing.
think, had a torch. I will go ahead and turn that off.
If that's okay with Solomon.
What'd you say?
I'm assuming you're putting out your
Dousing your
light
torch.
spell. Or torch, or whatever that was. You had a
Yes.
source of light on your token. I don't remember what it was. But...
There was a torch, but yeah, I forgot about it. That's fine.
Okay. So as you guys settle down, peeking out of this one little view that you have out into the hallway,
Oh.
you start to smell this scent of decay wafting in.
Damn it, Solomon.
A couple hours go by. You think you hear distant footsteps, maybe in another part of the complex. Chains being dragged.
It's my family.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And then it goes quiet. And that is all that happens on your watch, Roz.
Alrighty.
Morpiter takes over at this point, I believe.
I'm gonna move just down to the other side of this edge.
He remains motionless.
So you're just like sitting in this one spot all night, basically?
Standing.
Oh, standing, okay. You're just
Fucking
standing
ghost.
there. Like... I'm assuming like arms folded, head slightly to the side, like you're in front of
Eating
on the front
nuts
of a ship
slowly.
or something.
I've spent so much time working on moving so slowly, I've become imperceptible.
Nice.
I'm
Sick
glad people have
reference.
seen that movie.
Sick reference, bro. I don't think Dan has,
Ah,
Yeah,
damn it, Dan.
I
I
don't
might
get
have
it.
seen it, but I don't get the reference.
although it doesn't really matter.
Latest Avengers.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. 808 got it. He's probably sitting there going, damn it.
I'm not acknowledging it.
It takes you a while to tune into the low volume of this place, Morptor. It's very quiet. First couple of hours, you don't really hear anything but the 3 heartbeats in this room.
I'm getting hungry. Sorry, wrong kind of undead.
After a few more hours, you hear like a skittering, squeaking sound in the distance.
This is still during the first 4?
No.
No, sorry, I meant first 4 of my watch section.
No.
First. Oh, so this is the
It's
second half of
during
4
this
hours?
is the
Or 8
second
hours?
half.
Okay.
Yep. So the first 4 hours pass in silence. Like I said, all you hear is the heartbeats of your compatriots.
Okay.
Or more likely, you just hear them breathing.
I move out here.
You see a little
Oh.
rat, and as soon as it sees you, it squeaks and scurries off and disappears into a pile of rubble.
I approve of its fear and move back into position.
Okay.
John, I actually don't have bedroll.
God damn it,
All
Raz.
right then.
Yeah, I just.
What do you just
figured
sleep
I
on
might-
those?
Oh, what a cool guy.
I don't have
Meditate.
to sleep. Yeah.
Oh,
exactly,
you just sit
amazing.
down.
Yeah.
He has a
Do
yoga
you have
mat.
like a little carpet or like a little pillow or something? I'm just wondering.
No,
Basically.
he performs yoga.
Just
Yeah, he
you
has a yoga
unroll your yoga mat.
He sits on my face.
Oh
God.
boy.
Ooh.
Okay, that's
And we're done
plenty
doing
of
it.
that. So,
Nope.
oh, well, you scared Dan off.
I'm back.
He had
You
to
didn't even
he had
win
he had to do a quick clear of his history.
Exactly.
No, he just had to close down the fucking drawing app. He was too busy working on the drawings. Someone's got to make the fan art, man.
About an hour before the party is likely to start waking up, you see a snake slithering on the ground, slither into the room.
As in snake of usual size or snake of unusual size?
Snake of usual size. You very well may not have noticed it had you not been so perceptive. It's jet black, scales glittering in
Fucking venomous.
just the tiny amount of light that your ghostly form emanates. You see it slither.
I will grab a javelin and toss it when it was right there.
Oh, okay. You're going to attack it?
Yes.
Let me go ahead and put it on the token layer so that it actually has hit points. Go ahead and roll an attack. And I forgot what class you are. Do you have like sneak attack or something like that?
The what the fuck is it called? Blood Hunter.
Okay.
So
So
no.
do you
So
do
no, he
anything
doesn't.
special in this case?
No, not
Okay.
for this.
All right. That said, that's an exceptionally good roll. So you just silently glide forward. You see the snake. It starts to twine its way like around these little stones. Seems to be heading for the room that Solomon is in, and with incredible precision, just and its head is bisected by the blade of your javelin, and
Beautiful.
its tail wriggles a little bit and then is still.
I will recover my javelin and recover the snake corpse.
Okay. You have a snake corpse.
Awesome. I will put it in my inventory.
Okay. You can eat the snake corpse. Sorry, too much net hack.
I have no need for sustenance.
As you return to your watching post, you hear no further sounds, you see no further sights, and the rest of the sleep passes without incident.
Perfect.
You all wake up. Or, as Matt Mercer would say, you all come to consciousness. Also, he claps a lot.
So we get
So-
all good.
We're fully back to normal.
Easily enough.
I can't remember which right I had, so I'm just going to redo my right and do right of the flame. So my greatsword is now fiery and shit.
Who took a shit? What?
Sorry, I took it on your chest. It's a ghost shit, it just passed right through you.
Oh, it's all over my bedroll.
No, it passed through the bedroll too, it just kind of sank into the earth. It'll come out the other side of the world sometime.
I want to.
Right along with your ring of haste.
I know, fucking for real, right? Like, first thing I'm gonna do is once I wake up, is I'm gonna go look for that fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what happened?
Didn't it bury itself like in the ground?
Yeah, as
Yeah.
far as you know, it's still going
It
downward.
started doing the fucking alien acid hole thing.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're fine.
Just
I
burning
doubt I'm
ring
gonna
of
find it, but I'm
haste
gonna go
down.
fucking look anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, your ring of haste started burying itself into the ground.
Basically,
Yeah,
it full on, it turned on to like full on, like, burn your fucking hand off ring, and then I took it off and dropped it on the ground, and it started basically melting a hole in the floor.
Was Morp around to have seen that?
I
You
don't
were
know.
in the other room.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Morp is not aware of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if you know the reason why Gensai was able to move as fast as he did.
I'm gonna light my torch back up.
Okay. I'll go ahead and
Blaze
give
up
you
a torch.
token.
Turn a little beard hair off.
But yeah, I'm gonna go find the hole.
Actually, Solomon's clean shaven, which oddly enough, you've seen it, and it looks really funny the way he shaves.
It's like shaving a balloon.
Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like.
Well, since you see out of the eyes of the detached head, I guess you would still need a mirror.
Yeah, there's a series of mirrors. In there.
It's like in a tailor shop.
What? Too soon? Okay.
Torch.
Oh yeah, I need a torch. Oh, my
What did
torch
we
is
figure
over
out
there.
happens with your head? I think like once it gets too far away from you, you just fall unconscious.
John, I would like to carry my torch.
You can move that token.
It's not letting me actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So did I?
Right, let me fix it.
I cut her
It
down
should be
like
movable by everybody.
here or something, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, right at the square in front of you.
What happened?
I'm trying to
Just give
find
me
my
one
ring.
second.
No.
There we go.
In
Hang,
character.
hang on, don't move the torch just yet.
Okay.
Morp is
Uh,
asking in character.
1 sec.
And I'm answering
I'm
in
fixing
character. I'm
the
trying to
torch
find my
token.
ring.
Your ring.
Let me see if this works now. Can you move that one, Dan?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Fix the macro. Not macro. Whatever. It's actually a character, is the way it works.
Fix the saying.
So sorry. What was the? Somebody asked me something.
No, I was talking to Gensai. In character.
Okay. So down here is where you saw the ring disappear into the ground.
I'm gonna look down the hole.
Okay. You see a very small, dark hole in the ground. You can see that it extends down at least a couple of feet, at which point you cannot see deeper into it.
This tunnel kind of looks like a fucked up sword.
Aye.
I believe.
From this position, you smell this very thick, musty, moldy smell.
Does anybody have rope?
Rope.
How big is the hole?
About an inch in diameter. It's about the size that a ring spinning so much that it resembles a sphere would make.
Anybody have a rope?
I do not.
Gensai,
I have some
think
rope, I
it's
think.
gone.
Shut up.
I mean, even if you get
So,
the rope down
wait.
there, how do you...
Your ring burrowed a hole into the ground.
Yeah. It's kind of
Mhm.
shitty.
It's clearly
I
cursed.
don't want you having that ring.
It's clearly cursed.
Which is why I need it.
Clearly.
Actually, I had
I would-
an idea.
I'd like to point out it leapt off his hand after he murdered the woman.
No, I took it off my hand on my own.
Oh, you did?
He shook it off because it started burning his skin.
Okay, well, it started burning his skin after he murdered the woman. Coincidence?
I
I know nothing of this murder that happened, so
have a... Well,
When he points out murdered the woman, something occurs to you. Something is missing.
the body?
Yep.
Yeah. Where'd
You
bitch
see
go?
streaks of blood leading down the hallway and then back up northward
The hallway to our north or west?
to the east and then to the north.
This hallway.
No,
That's
Oh, I
east. West is.
up this way.
Right, because we're
Where you were
facing.
standing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
so
I meant
back that way.
east of Gensai and then north of Salt.
Yeah.
Apparently, I can move
At
the
which
torch,
point
too.
the blood stops, leaving a solid trail around where you are right now, Morp.
Okay.
But it looks
Oh.
as if the body may have been dragged.
Are any of the bodies still around?
No.
Would it be It'd be investigation to try and pick up that trail, wouldn't it? Or would that be
Correct.
survival?
Oh, that's a good point. I guess it would be survival.
Can I track it?
Fuck.
Aye.
Or not?
Yeah, the trail kind of gives out at Morbiter's current location.
At least as far as I can tell.
Can I help him?
Someone else can try. You can make your own check.
Definitely the blood is no longer visible.
Can I make a check?
This whole place is a bit of a mess. Yeah, I'll let one more person make a check. I want to avoid the situation where everybody tries it.
Yeah. Aye.
So you notice that although the blood has ceased to be deposited at this point, there are stones and dust that has been disturbed, and you can see streaks where the mold or the moss that grows in this place has been scratched out, and you follow the trail northward.
So like they're still dragging the body.
Yes.
Or carrying it?
And at this point, Gensai, you can see there are drag marks in the dirt here.
Ooh, sorry.
Come on, Hardy boys!
At this point, you see the wall has actually been widened. The hole in the wall has been widened a bit. A few bricks have been moved from where they were before, and they've actually been stacked up neatly just to the north of here, right here. And the drag marks lead out the way you came into this place. And where the dirt ends here, you no longer see any distinctive marks.
Assholes.
No, it's to the left.
It looks as if the bodies may have been dragged out of here.
We going deeper in?
I think we should go deeper in.
Yeah, we need to get that shard.
Where was a deeper in? I didn't see one. It looked like everything was collapsed.
Where he murdered the woman in cold blood. I say passive aggressively.
But yeah, I'm totally gonna try and
Oh, here! Okay.
I'm gonna try and push a rope down the hole as far as it goes.
Well,
The rope
Uh,
catches fire.
So there's no need to push the rope. As you uncoil it and just let it fall down into the hole.
Yep.
The hole goes straight down.
I want to see if the rope actually hits bottom or not.
So you uncoil the rope. How long is the rope?
It's like 50 feet.
Okay.
Let me
You
look.
uncoil the rope.
Yeah, it is.
You
Yeah.
keep uncoiling the rope. It snags a few times. And you have to like back it out a little bit and then slowly let it down. It's a tight fit, but the hole is a little bigger than the rope. Eventually, you get the entire rope into the hole,
Yep, it's gone.
up to the point where you're just holding on to like the last.
Yeah, I'm
inch or
holding on to
two.
like the last like couple inches. Like, well,
Yeah.
fuck. I pull it back up,
Yep.
wrap it back up,
Okay.
put it back into my pack. God damn it!
well, maybe it's going back to hell where it came from.
In a handbasket.
What'd you
As
call
you
that ring
extract
again?
the rope, the last few feet of it have this kind of slime.
Oh.
It smells very strongly of like mushrooms, spores, something like that.
Oh,
You know, that like earthy, wet smell.
yeah,
The good kind of shrooms.
like earthworm shit.
Not any specific kind of shrooms. It's like an umami smell. I don't know what else to call it.
Does it
Ooh,
smell like
ma-
shiitake?
It smells like shit something.
Earthworm shit.
That's the correct answer.
Yep. Hi.
It smells a bit
Anyways.
funky. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Smells like a fun guy.
Do you do anything with this residue on the rope, or
I'm gonna scrape some of it off
okay?
and just. Anybody have a jar or something?
I don't think I have any vials left.
I still have that really funky ass mushroom.
You do have that funky mushroom.
Yeah, I do have that
Uh,
funky mushroom. No one has like
No, I
an
don't-
extra vial, an empty vial?
No, I have one potion vial, but it still has vine blight in it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh
Have
no,
much
actually,
of-
yeah, I have an empty vine blight sap bottle that I can
Oh, you
use.
did use
Yeah,
it,
because I used it
Honestly,
already.
I have. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, I have an empty vial from using the
Alright.
vine blight shit. I forgot I have an empty one from that. I'm
And
gonna kind of just dump it in there.
because my character probably actually doesn't even know what that ring is called. What was the name of that ring that you lost?
Bringer of
That's-
Death.
The fuck bringer.
The fuck bringer, yeah.
Definitely
Insight
what it's
check?
called.
I feel like he's lying.
Insight check. Sure. Roll an insight check.
I feel like he's lying.
So what was the claim?
That
What was
ring
the name
called
of the ring?
Fuckbringer. Yeah.
The
Or
ring.
what kind of ring it was.
Oh.
The name of the ring was the fuck bringer.
You, I mean, deception. This is a contested roll.
It
I
didn't
mean,
really.
he's
It
not
didn't.
really-
I'm
he's
not
some-
really lying. It didn't really have a name.
Yeah,
What's
it,
that?
it was a fucking. It was just a ring of haste. It had
It was
no
just.
name.
It
There wasn't
didn't
anything
have.
fancy.
Yeah, it was just a ring.
So
of,
I mean,
Right. So what you're trying to convince him of then is that it has an established name, basically. That it is called the Fuckbringer.
I continue to lose faith in my.
Yeah. You suspect that this ring is probably not that special.
How do you do the little emote thing in chat?
slash me.
/V?
Me. M
Oh,
E.
me. Okay, thank you.
Hi.
Damn it,
Okay.
Dan, get it right.
My bad.
Okay, Gensai, I'll take your word for it. But what did that ring do? What kind of ring was it? What did it do? Why? is
It
so
allowed
special?
me to essentially move
No, it's a
very,
salt.
very, very fast.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and Dan, you don't have to type your name again.
I fixed it.
Solomon's a fool because he lost faith in this group. Yes, I agree.
Hey, for all you know, his name is Solomon Solomon.
All right.
You can never trust a man with two
Either
first
way, yeah.
names.
It's like that sounds interesting, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
really.
Like
give a
sometimes you
fuck.
gotta run for your life. That shit came in handy many times.
No, yeah, you caught up to me fucking fast, but it's very strange that it sat there and burrowed itself into the.
Yeah,
fucking
that's
ground.
never happened before. I've had this ring for years.
All right, so this is a dead end. It looks, or no,
Not
maybe not.
this.
Not down here. Yeah.
This is potentially a tunnel.
You're
Right.
Yeah.
potentially a tunnel.
think
I mean, it's not caved in as far as I can see.
It's like, well, all right, moving on to the loading screen.
Yeah, so as you guys
Resident
approach
Evil
the zone
door.
wall, so you're all heading out of here,
Mm-hmm.
heading to the south. Okay.
Loading,
So-
please do not reset your device.
As you get further down this hallway.
Oh, before we leave here, I'm gonna leave that lion meat right there to get out of my bag. Before I forget. I really don't want that going bad.
God damn it, Dan. No. Fucking no.
Flashbacks.
Yes. Flashbacks of whole fucking orc camps coming and attacking me as I'm level fucking 10.
Wait, what game?
EverQuest.
Oh.
In EverQuest.
Flashback to Crushbone.
Oh god. In EverQuest, you did not lose aggro until you left the zone or were dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or they
Nice.
were
You could
dead.
have, 30 mobs, whatever.
yeah, people would purposefully run through zones and just train the whole fucking area pretty much to the zone edge.
Nice. That's fucked.
Yeah. It's really fucked when you're trying to travel through a higher level area to get to another low level area, and someone trains the whole fucking zone onto you.
Yep. Yep.
Because they did not have friendly respawn areas.
No.
No, it was
And
hardcore as
Why
fuck.
you need a
And
ring
you
of
had
haste.
to retrieve your fucking corpse.
God, I love that game. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that lion
memories.
meat sitting.
All the so's.
So you guys are entering. What
Over
order are
the
you
corner.
entering in?
I can go first if you guys want to.
I'll go first. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'll go second then.
We'll let the
Uh,
least stealthy go.
I'll go second.
So Morp is first.
Okay.
and
Solomon's
then-
going second.
Sorry, and then who?
Solomon. He pushes in front of me.
I'll go third.
Okay.
Torch in hand.
It's
He heads in
Solomon-
front of you.
Yep.
Solomon pushes in front of you. Torch in hand. Thank you for the reminder.
I'll go
But
third.
Okay.
So Dark Vision leading and bringing up the rear.
Gensai bringing up the rear.
Yep.
No, Raz in the rear with the
Wait.
gear.
Oh, Raz is in the rear.
Wait, how'd I end up all the way in the back? Whatever.
Magic.
Whatever. All right. Hopefully I got that right. We're gonna find out.
Blood
I
magic.
have no idea.
As you move deeper into this break in the wall, it's like a cave that has been dug out.
Oh look, a toothed Danis.
Yeah.
The smell, this sort of fungal aroma, is getting stronger, although it's also getting more pleasant. It's shifting from like almost a rot to like
That sweet smell you get when it rots too far.
like a like
Like
a
good
hothouse
cheese?
jungle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And up ahead on the right, breaking through some cracks in the earth, you see a fern, and in front of you, you see what looks like a pit trap. To be
A
honest,
toothed Danis.
down at the bottom of it, there are some very dried up and desiccated fern leaves.
Mm.
Is it safe to stand here?
Yes.
What do you care? You can float over it.
I'm making sure for the party.
At the bottom of the pit, as you get up to the edge of the pit, you hear like a sound, and you see movement at the bottom of the pit as these shreds of leaves, these old dead leaves, are writhing, almost like they're on the surface of a liquid.
I pull out the snake corpse that I have and I throw it into the pit.
Okay. As the snake corpse lands, there's this eruption as this swarm of snakes erupts out of the pile of leaves and starts chewing on this new piece of dead meat, tearing it to pieces. And within the span of a few seconds, there are just bones.
Don't
Okay.
fall. Is it possible to move here to go around it, John?
Crossing over this pit, there's not enough space to stand adjacent to it.
Okay, so right there is
It's
too
it's
fucking
gonna
narrow.
yeah, it's gonna take some kind of skill.
Unless
What
you
exactly, how you want to
fly.
approach this, I'm gonna leave that up to you.
I'm gonna fly across it because fuck these guys.
Yeah, you're fine. You just float over it.
I'm going to do a long jump, running jump,
Okay. Well,
athletics.
let me go ahead and put the correct mob token down in there.
Swarm of snakes.
Oh, I will use my inspiration.
So wait, what is the deal with long jump?
I think you can jump your strength score. Is what it is.
What's your strength score?
18.
Okay,
that's,
so you can
that's
just clear it.
tweaked.
Oh, I can just figure it.
Yeah.
All right.
So you are athletic enough. You don't need to make a check to do this.
Oh, okay.
At
It's a
your
low
GM
ceiling, so it takes a little bit of coordination here, but you also can deduct a foot for headroom.
Well,
This rule assumes that the height of your jump doesn't matter, such as jump across a stream or chasm. At your
Right.
GM's option, you must succeed on a DC 10 Strength Athletics check to clear a low obstacle, no
Right.
taller than a quarter of the jump's distance, such as a
Yeah,
hedge.
and it's a level floor, so you've got no issues there.
okay.
So yeah, as long as you move at least 10 feet before you jump, you can move up to your strength score.
Yep. So you're able to get across the chasm. Although you guys might want to move forward a little bit and leave room for the other
Man, fuck that.
folks.
Yep, I'm gonna go jump
Fuck
too.
them bitches.
So Roz and Gensai.
Yep.
Okay, you're just gonna
You
run
said
and
you-
jump across.
Yep.
You said a strength score is the distance you can jump.
You should be fine unless your strength score is like super low for some reason.
Yeah.
Unless
Below
you have
9.
less than 10.
Yeah.
This isn't a difficult thing. This type of trap is really only effective if you don't see it coming.
Yeah.
It looks like it might be a very old trap,
Mhm.
judging by the state of decay of the leaves at the bottom. Snakes are still alive, though. They must have something to eat.
I wonder what. Carrying on.
Each other.
Okay. As you move into the next area, you can see that the tunnel breaks into another portion of the
Stone tunnel.
temple complex. And in here, as you come in here to your left, you see this area here is just overgrown with forest of some kind. There's like all these tropical plants, these palm trees and jungle-looking trees that are and ferns, and there's moss all over the ground and enormous mushrooms in their shade. And hang on, I have a. Yep. Okay. You can see that they're nearly brushing the moldy vaulted stone ceiling above, from which there are strands of some organic material hanging in thousands of wet strings dripping onto the floor below.
Tasty.
Like a thousand strings of mucus.
Ooh.
Ew.
Tasty. Yeah,
You
there's a lich here.
hear the sounds of tropical birds. You hear the roar of a tiger.
What?
So John, your description of the stuff makes me think of this.
Mhm.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, kind of.
Yes.
Natto?
Yeah, it probably smells like that too.
Nope.
You're not supposed to
Good.
mix semen in with your beans.
Alright. I'm poking around.
Okay.
I'm looking
You
out
start-
for traps in the floors and etc.
Okay. You
Yeah.
start pushing your way through this ruin. You glide over this fallen column.
God damn, those are big fucking mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the trees next to you creaking as their limbs slowly twist,
5 gold to
as
take a
if
bite
caught
of one.
in some invisible breeze.
I'm gonna pick a mushroom
Okay.
Please don't.
and I put it in my bag.
As you reach down and touch the mushroom, it twitches in your hand as you tear it from the ground.
A man
see
yells
this-
out in pain.
Cloud of spores erupt from it and wash over you.
I stop breathing. Oh no.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Good
You
job.
got
boy.
it. Got it. I got this.
Raz, what are you thinking right now?
Thinking?
Yes.
This is really weird that all this life is growing underground and it's not sunny in here at all, is it?
Solomon, what do you think about Raz's thoughts?
Oh, for
I
fuck's
think-
sake.
I think that Roz is not a true believer, and he needs to have more faith.
Morp, what do you think about that?
Warp don't give a fuck.
As you start to realize that your minds are kind of melting together,
Yeah, man, groovy.
you can hear each other's thoughts in your heads.
Killer Cruise, brah brah.
Solomon, you feel very calm suddenly.
Okay.
You can see that picking this mushroom wasn't the right thing to do.
I'm beginning to suspect that.
You're filled with an overwhelming sense of guilt.
Uh-oh.
And you find that you can't move. That every muscle in your body seems to have grown limp. And yet you remain standing. As the trees bend further, one of them uproots itself and takes a step toward you.
Oh, boy.
I need Constitution saving throws from the rest of you.
Oh, hell.
God damn it.
Okay. Nice.
Gensai.
Gensai's gotta save us all.
So you see, wow, this worked so much better than I could have hoped. So none of you move for the moment. All of you see this forest around you. Except Gensai, you start to resolve that this isn't what it appears to be.
Oh. Oh dear.
Holy balls.
Oh dear.
It's like an Iron Maiden album cover or something.
Right?
Rush.
Or, yeah,
Mushroom head.
or Mushroom Man.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Guar.
As all of these very tall humanoid mushroom people, for lack of a better term, just standing around you, staring down judgmentally, their heads nearly brushing the ceiling,
Morp thinks in his
their
head, good
movements
fucking job, Solomon.
slow and calculated,
You're probably thinking,
and yet
"Oh."
effortless and instinctual. I need you all to roll initiative.
Thought that was gonna be a 1.
The second 8 of the day?
Oh, you got a copy me, huh?
You have higher dexterity than me, so you're gonna go first.
Why you got a copy
No,
me?
you guys pick. You guys,
Yeah, you guys
pick
pick.
5e.
Okay.
Why you
Whatever
got a copy
wanna
me?
do. I don't care.
So which one of you is going first?
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
As I think, I don't know if they can hear my thoughts. I'm gonna think in my head, you guys are fucking morons.
So
Wangan,
you
are
can
Now that you can hear my
all,
thoughts-
in fact, hear each other's thoughts.
Now that you can hear my thoughts, it's just constantly, I'm surrounded by morons. I'm surrounded by morons.
I didn't touch the fucking mushroom.
Yeah, but we can still hear each other's thoughts.
I know, and
Uh,
I'm thinking that in my head. I didn't touch the fucking mushroom. I didn't touch the fucking mushroom.
Alright.
And I
didn't
think,
touch the
where's
fucking
my
mushroom.
5 gold, asshole?
Gensai, you can see this very large. I'll go ahead and nudge you a spot to the side, actually,
Wangan, are you not at full health?
so that you're not intersecting any of them.
I am at technically full health.
Oh, okay.
Blood Hunter thing.
Yep.
You can see its fist slowly forming. It's moving very slowly, like an ant almost. At least it appears to be. But it's your perception of time seems to have slowed.
Oh, great.
What do you do?
I'm going to move over to Solomon. Slap the fucking mushroom out of his hand. If he's still holding it, which I assume he is.
Am I?
You're still holding what?
The mushroom.
Yeah, it's just in your hand.
And I'm
Is-
going to bow down and be like, you know, fucking sorry. And I'm just gonna be like, we misunderstanding.
Slaps the mushroom out of Solomon's hand and curtsies.
Yep. I can't remember the name of the word for the thing to do the what I'm doing. But yeah.
Groveling.
Groveling.
Kind of groveling, yeah.
Showing fealty.
Um,
Prostrating.
make a persuasion check.
Wrong character.
Wrong action.
No.
Okay.
Could have been Arendelle.
Roz, what do you do?
Can Roz
Uh,
Is that your whole turn, Gensan?
Oh yeah, that's my whole turn.
I'm. Let's see. I'm gonna move back.
I'm also down on one knee.
To here.
Are you disengaging?
I'm not in. Oh, I am in range. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do cunning action. Well, I can just disengage. So yeah, disengage.
You're
And
using your action to disengage? Or are you using
Yes.
cunning action to disengage as a bonus action?
I'm using my cunning action to disengage, and I'm going to use
Okay.
my action to hide.
All right.
Brave.
So I got a question, John. The way you
Really?
made it sound
Really?
earlier,
Fumble!
Dude, and it like stopped on the edge too, to where it's like, I
So-
could have been a 19.
As you very quickly dart out of place, you can see these eyes blossom all over the surface of this guy's body and track you as you move,
so many eyes.
as they
Eyes
all
for days.
blink out of sync with each other.
Oh, that's really disturbing.
I
Probably why
don't
fucked up.
understand. I don't understand why eyes blinking out of sync disturbs people. Just
'Cause-
random.
Asymmetry.
Yeah.
I like asymmetry.
Well,
I blink out of sync
you're a
all the
weird
time.
guy. Is that your turn, Roz?
Yeah.
Or
Yep,
do you have
that'd
more
be
move or anything like that?
it. I'll
You
go
use
right there.
15 feet, so you have another 15.
Yeah, you should be able to move 3 more squares if you want.
I was gonna ask
If you
a
want.
question, John.
Yeah?
So do we have slow cast on us? Or do they
I
just
don't
move
think
slow?
You would know that.
For mechanical reasons. Because if we have slow, then he can't move 3 feet. Or 3 more squares.
I see. He's able to move his full speed.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll stop there.
Okay.
Yep. I think I'm being sneaky.
Fair point.
Are you gonna do a crit fumble for that one? Because that was a 1.
Sure. Why not? Roll
I mean, I was
D100.
just going to say that your fumble was the fact that you were not at all sneaky, and everybody watches you move.
Basically,
stares at
see,
You are
I
literally
basically-
you're literally standing there behind like one of those like
Give me a
twig,
D100.
twigs of a fucking tree that's like an
Conti?
inch thick.
No, he's just pulling tracks.
Conti? Okay, there we go. 10.
I'm like just sitting there, standing, holding a leaf in front of my face.
As you As
Fuck.
you step back and try to find something to get behind, some of this mucus from the ceiling drips onto your face. You instinctually grab your face and
Wipe it away, or try and wipe it away.
you find that you can't see anything.
Oh, yeah.
You are blind for the next round.
Rip.
Okay.
It's all up to you, Morp.
Hey, if you can't see them, they can't see you, right?
True.
Hey, there's a really cool way of doing blind in Roll20.
Oh, God. Yep.
Making them actually blind.
Yep, I can make you actually
could
blind.
I could not see shit. Oh, that's great.
And I think there's a symbol for this as well.
The eye, the bleeding eye thing, I think.
That'll work. All right, it's Morpiter's turn.
Solomon is a fucking idiot. Solomon is a fucking idiot. Solomon is a fucking idiot. Solomon is a fucking idiot.
I think we all are to that point.
Also, I probably would have by now been like, yo, just fucking. Maybe if we're nice, they'll not attack us.
No, I did it again.
Solomon is doubly a fool. I'm going to move to there, and I'm just kind of going to hold the apparently flaming greatsword.
But, yeah,
Not in a threatening manner, but just kind of a look at this kind of thing.
Also in character, I don't know if this really matters, but I probably would have been like, you know, maybe if we don't attack them and we're like sorry and show we're sorry, they won't attack us.
Do you think that so that we hear it?
Yeah, I'm probably like at this point thinking that,
Okay.
since I kind of got the.
Thank God you said that.
Yep. That
So what is Morpitor doing?
I moved, and I'm trying to find the fucking action. Like, they have actions in combat. There's just so many fucking things. Okay, so can I take the dodge action
Sure.
and then do what I said with my sword? Just kind of, like, I have a flaming sword. Don't fucking do this kind of thing.
You have a
Without
flaming sword?
actually saying it. Because of my right of the flame.
Does it
I
take
did
like
my-
an action to ignite that or anything like that?
I did that when we quote unquote woke up.
Gotcha. Okay.
But you're not
That's why my
readying.
health bar
But
is
you're not.
max.
But your readied action is dodge, though, not attack.
It's not a readied action. I
It's
am
just an
taking the
action.
dodge action,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then as like a bonus thing, it's just kind of a
But you're
don't do this.
Yeah, you're basically holding it
That's
like,
fine.
don't fucking do this. But if he does fucking go for you,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, if
Okay.
anybody does go for me, they have disadvantage on their attack roll. So
Okay. So
And that's
as you draw your blade and brandish it, you see that its length is slick and there's water dripping from the handle down onto the floor, and there are bubbles forming along the surface of the blade and drifting away, little prismatic, almost like soap bubbles, which probably catches you off guard a bit.
So you're
You
saying
were
my blood
expecting
magic,
fire?
my blood magic doesn't work?
Certainly doesn't look right,
You're thinking,
but it also doesn't look normal. Like your blade looks like it's on fire, but with bubbles.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right, Shroomman, your turn.
This
Sorry,
is-
just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
This episode of Wildlands brought to you by 4Kids.
Brought to you by California.
I know I posted this in FOF, but now that we have a second, dude,
dude.
Like, go to random.
Dude. Sweet.
Oh, what?
Right?
Is this a thing you own?
No, I just saw it. One of my friends posted it.
You know what we need?
Oh my god.
Search Amazon for that?
No, we need to mix that with
Okay,
the
I'm back.
Twinkie ice cream.
Oh,
Fuck
dude.
you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
And
see.
we're going full stoner this game.
Yep. You're
Hey man, Marijuana Factory. If I get 6 more punches, I get a free spin on the wheel.
You see these very small mushroomoid humanoids,
Shroomoids.
shroomoids, start moving
Fun guys.
toward you. These taller ones. Gensai, you see the fist that was raised almost as if in slow motion hesitate for a moment.
That sounded like a smack.
Sorry, I don't know.
Sorry, I farted.
I think Bernie was scratching the carpet or something.
Maybe, I don't know. I
was
just
confused by a gesture from Amanda.
I just heard you see
She's
this
just
thing
pointing at him.
slowly lift a fist
Sorry.
and hesitate for a moment. And then I heard
Uh,
this.
Yes. Sorry, I'm being distracted.
Tell her put her
but
tits
she-
away if you're
she'll-
D&D.
She also ordered new food though, so I'm happy.
Hmm.
I
My
just
brain-
Charlie horse myself. Ow.
If my
see
genitals
the-
come out, they're going in your mouth.
Oh, good lord. Wow. Okay, back on target. So, like I said, you see him hesitate for a moment, and head tilts slightly to the side, and you wonder why you spoke, why you would waste the air. You know you've been here a long time. You know you will be here after they are gone. You know you must conserve.
Quick, someone take a shit.
What do you think?
I didn't speak. That's the first thing that's going to go through my mind.
When you asked for mercy,
Oh no, yeah, I did. Totally forgot. Sorry,
Job.
trying to keep track. Yeah, must conserve. Fighting is a waste of energy when things can be handled much more peacefully.
the fist lowers to its side. Solomon, what do you do?
Firebolt.
You have 3 of these tall fungal
Firebolt the younglings.
humanoids standing around you, looming literally the size of the tallest trees you have ever seen. It seems incredible to you that this building could be so tall.
Firebolt the
That
younglings.
they could have built this building so many hundreds of feet tall that the clouds gather in the vaulted ceiling as a gentle rain begins to fall.
Go full Anakin. Burn the temple.
I cast Zone of Truth.
Wow.
Oh.
Fuck. I did not see that coming.
Okay, Clint. Let's see.
Okay.
A 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice. So what point do you choose?
The fuck?
Can't get Conti. Or can I?
Your range is 60 feet, so you could totally get Conti, but
Would this
you
would
would
this
only
this
get
guy?
Conti and more.
15-foot radius.
Right.
Oh,
No, he can't. The only way he can get Conti is to exclude everyone else.
yeah. So I'll do it.
That's
on,
not true.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, 15 foot. I was thinking 10 foot.
Yep. So you could get Conti, Morp, and probably this guy,
This guy.
Hey, this guy.
and that's about it. If you
why
wanted
would
to
you
get
want-
Conti.
Okay, I'll just put it in the
Actually-
middle.
Yeah, we can handle that
If he centers it on me, it will hit the entire party.
Yeah, but we don't
True.
need to hit the party. We need to hit him.
It'll also hit this guy and
What
this
is,
guy.
what is your intent? Who are you trying to target?
I don't think it's an area effect. It's literally like anything in that area can only tell the truth.
Yeah,
if
I'll
they,
target
if
it.
they don't make the charisma saving throw.
I'll target it right here so that it gets the 3 shroom boys, and then I guess us minus Conti.
So right where?
I guess here.
Probably
you're
a good
centering it
idea.
here.
That's what I was saying though. If you center it on me, it'll include Conti, and you'll still get Shroom Boys.
I will.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll do that. Centered on Morp.
So I think it'll I
Get
think it'll still
everybody?
Conti.
It'll get everybody but like
Yeah.
the 2 outside guys I can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, all of you except for Solomon need to make charisma saving throws.
I
guess.
I
believe,
automatically fail mine.
I believe you can
You could choose to.
you
fail.
can choose to not.
Yes.
Yeah, you can choose to
You
fail
can
it.
always choose to fail a save.
Yes.
That's just like a
I-
basic roll.
And the other thing that's nice is that you know if a creature succeeds or fails on its saving
Correct.
throw. So I choose to fail mine.
Yep, same.
Do I know that it was, since I'm blinded, do I know it was Solomon that cast this?
You would hear him speaking.
Well,
There's
you
verbal
can also
components.
see into his mind at the moment, so you know
Yes.
that he is doing this.
Okay, so I fail it.
Okay. So
Yep.
you guys
And
all
I
choose
don't
to
resist.
fail Zone of Truth.
Okay. And I will say, am I?
Conti is actually not in range from that point.
He's
What?
15 feet out from me.
It's centered on Morp.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was centered here.
No. He changed it to me because
It'll touch
yeah,
everybody from Morp. See?
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll catch the 3 big guys near us and Conti.
Okay.
So he centered it on me.
Oh, sorry, that's wisdom.
Good job, John.
Charisma save. Okay,
So that's a fail.
that's a fail. You have succeeded in casting Zone of Truth. That's your action. Do you have a bonus action?
My bonus action will be to play dead. Oh wait, no, I just cast Zone of Truth.
To be fair, you're not affected by it.
I play dead. I fall to the ground and go, ah! And I drop my head.
It doesn't affect the caster.
It does. A creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw.
You
So
can't
anybody within the
a
zone
minute.
is affected by the zone.
Huh.
It's just like if you cast fireball at your feet, you're still hit by your own fireball.
Is that true?
Yep.
Let me check.
This is kind of what
Or
Zone of Truth
it might
is
be
for.
it might be that he's not affected
Yep.
until next turn.
Clarified
I don't
even
know.
by Jeremy Crawford. Thanks,
But here's the
Jeremy.
thing. Here's the thing. I know
Yes.
if people are lying. They don't know if I'm lying. Right?
Did you choose to fail your save, or are you going to make a charisma save?
It's the matter. What matters here is that he's the one who gains the knowledge,
Right.
but all of your minds are linked right now.
Oh shit.
So if you learn something, everybody learns it.
Okay, I will not play dead.
I'll just go
Okay.
ahead and do that
Can I ask a question as a
to
bonus action?
visualize the effect.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, you
it's
can ask
actually,
a question. That's a free action.
Yeah, it's a free
Okay.
action to speak.
Okay, I'm gonna say, is this really happening, or are you guys magical? I say eloquently.
I will repeat in my brain, I am surrounded by fucking morons.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Or is this fantasy? Yeah. Stuck in a landslide.
it occurs to you that the answer is yes.
Wait, the answer is yes, that this is
Mhm.
real?
It's not a
So
yes
the-
or
so
no.
The question was, as you phrased it, the question was,
Ooh.
are you guys real or are you magic? And the answer was yes.
So they're real and they're magic. Great. I've learned a lot.
They are amused. You are amused.
Ha ha ha. That's my turn.
Okay, Gensai.
I'm not doing anything.
You just
I'm gonna be,
continue to wait to see what happens.
I'm just like, it's his complete misunderstanding. He shouldn't have picked the mushroom. I didn't stop him in time.
Roz, at this point, you managed to get.
I'm at this point thinking this, not even saying this.
Right.
Because I'm
At this
starting to
point-
get the feeling that they can hear our thoughts too.
At this point, Roz, you managed to get the goop out of your eyes, and
Awesome.
you know that they can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know that a moment ago, but you know it now.
Yeah. And now that I probably actually realize it's probably pointless to try and hide because they can hear my thoughts.
Of course, it is.
I'll ask a question that nobody. Can you bring back my sight? Actually,
Indeed.
John?
Indeed, they wonder why you bother to see with your eyes. It seems so limiting.
Do they mean us harm
I don't know. Do you?
or to incorporate us?
You wonder why you would mean yourself harm.
Ah, the Borg.
Right?
That's the collective, not the
Right. That's why I asked if they mean to incorporate us.
or not the collective. Fuck, what was the good Borg? Cooperative.
Cooperative? Yeah. Ah!
You can sense the tension begin to drift away.
More blowers is great sword.
This one, in particular, is worried about the open flame.
I put it out. Well,
Welcome to hell.
Do you not have light?
nope.
No?
I mean, being able to sense
I am
thoughts,
going
would
to.
that not, in a sense, give you blind sense?
So I am going to close my eyes and
As
try
that
to
thought
see
enters
through.
your mind, you begin to see in a way that you've never seen before. You can see behind you, above you, below you. You can see the next room over.
It's like having eyeballs on your ass.
You can see the floor below. You can see the surface as the sun sets overhead. You can see the rain wild. You can see the shores of the Tempest itself. Shipwrecks being crushed into smaller and smaller pieces as the waves crash ceaselessly against the shore.
What about that stupid dragon?
You concentrate on that thought for a moment. You cannot see the ashwood. And there's a shiver that passes visually through all of this as these beings hidden throughout the world, hiding in dark and moist places, caves, ruins, crypts, all shudder in unison.
You said in
The-
crypts?
all throughout the world.
Undead. I want to see where undead are. I want to see if they see any undead.
Oh dear, we're at the big map. From that first image that we saw, Raz began to tear up a little bit just because of the sheer amount of beauty and terror that he just witnessed. All the different areas.
That thought will make
And
this thought go through my head. You need to get out more.
Huh?
You feeling and thinking that makes me feel you need to get out more. Since we're still connected.
You know that they die all the time. They're not like us. They aren't whole. They're all in little pieces. Like Solomon used to be. Like
Wait, is
you
this in
used
response
be.
to my searching?
Mhm.
Okay.
They perish because they are not one, they are many. And that is their weakness. That is their curse. That is their endless sadness.
Their weakness is the radiant fucking fire I bring upon them.
And they bury them everywhere, wherever they fall. They put them in the earth. And what can
They're-
kill them just gives us more.
Yeah, they're not referring to undead. They're referring to
Living.
all life. Yeah.
Okay. Can I refine the search and
Oh. Crypts. Those are all the crypts.
yeah, I'm assuming.
Wait,
Your vision
Okay.
spins as all of these sepulchers just pass by like, and this thought doesn't make any sense to you, but like how the windows of a freight train, you know? But like they just flash by in quick succession, like flipping through the pages of a book.
Like when you're driving as a passenger and don't bother to focus on one thing, everything just kind of goes whizzing by. And it's
Hey,
just
John.
kind of a blur. But
We don't understand this idea, but it seems to make sense.
John,
Yeah.
I'm going to focus in my mind. What the fuck is that, 808?
Skyrim toggle map markers 1 show all unvisited areas.
I'm going to focus specifically on the lich that fucking turned me. Do they see him?
Ooh,
Turn-
so we all see that.
Yes.
Current Lich.
Turned down for what?
First off, take inspiration.
Ooh.
Okay.
So inspiration is supposed to be attached to your bonds, flaws, ideals, and traits, which is something that I've been not really paying attention to for a while, but I'm going to try to lean into that more.
Cool.
So you focus on this monster. You remember, without even needing to consult the great Myconid mine, you remember it was to the north. Not terribly far from where you are now, but a bit further.
Like where Solomon just pinged? Okay. And I suppose this thought will drift through everyone's mind,
Yep.
but Amandir,
does
I
indeed.
found him.
Hmm?
Found him. That
The
totally
lich.
is going to jog my memory. I'm going to try and find my ring.
But no mere tomb is home. What do they call it? It's like a mushroom, but it's hard. It's
Tree.
My dick.
God damn it.
no.
Tree.
Although that is like a mushroom, but it smells worse.
Oh,
It's a bit cheesy.
It is.
Oh God! All right, please move on. God.
But it stands tall above the landscape.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like
But it's
tree.
made of the rocks of the
Ooh.
earth,
Tower.
pasted to tower. The thought ripples through the mind. Tower. Yes. That is what the word is.
I want to try to concentrate on the ring and find the ring.
fucking guy.
God damn it. Anyway,
I may or may not be freaking out now that I don't have that ring.
They're not the same.
You are totally
as-
gonna know now that I am freaking out that I don't have that ring.
Nope, wrong button. Sorry.
They're not the same as one another.
Ignore that.
This is a hard concept to understand. But you've met enough of them now. These pieces of life. They have words. Personal words. Words they only call themselves. So that they can be separate. Some kind of insult. Some kind of curse. You think they're called names. Like prisons made of words. And there's another shiver.
it is our existence.
Do they know of any gates to another realm?
I also have a request.
Uren.
Urin?
That is the
Okay.
Lich's prison. Uren.
Prison.
That is the prison of words. That is his name.
I also have a request, Sovereign.
You wonder what it is.
I want. I okay. I
You don't need
I
to
think-
speak to it. You just think.
Okay. I
Oh,
think
I wonder.
about. I think about in the charred waste. I think about the giant that beheaded me and then killed my entire party.
Okay. I'm gonna get back to that after the ring.
One
So you were thinking about the ring.
Yes.
You hear a hissing sound. You are far below. Very warm. Very dark. Perfect. But there's a sound. There's never sound. Why is there a sound? As this sound races downward from above you, and there's this blinding light. That is not darkness. That is not love. That is not joy. And then you are gone. And you smell soot and ash.
Sorry, I thought I had to do that.
No, that's funny though. Some part of you is lesser now, but this is part of life. You will be greater again.
Hey, John, just intersecting
Yes?
here real quick. Morptor has what he needs. He's going to leave the room and see if that removes him from this effect.
Okay. Let me handle the other thing first, since it involves the map.
Affirm.
God.
Giggity.
A firm.
Keep on
Yeah.
Java.
Kill
Solomon.
strike.
Solomon.
Yes.
The ogre. Is that what you said?
Giant.
Giant. Okay. This is a fire giant, which certainly makes sense.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. You don't like that place. You like it even less now. Too dry. No life lives there. I think that's all you would know about that, unfortunately.
Okay.
I
Um,
down and up
But
ring of fire.
there is a fragment of something old. That's a weird thought.
Okay.
You are the oldest thing. As old as the earth itself. And yet this is older. Something hard and broken and shiny and hidden. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Imprisoned.
Okay.
It stands between broken, stony teeth, tall and sharp, breathing the dust of the desert between them. That is where this unlife lives. You
Okay.
saw the ping, right?
Yeah.
Blade Meadow.
Shard in the Blade Meadow.
And let me go ahead and clarify what that looks like. Well, this is appropriate because I'm sure that at least almost all of you have played Skyrim.
Yeah.
I know that
So
Dan has.
Tharby Mammoth there.
Mammoths.
Speaking of
Jeez.
Skyrim, I just broke Skyrim this morning with mods.
No,
Yes.
no. You made it a little less broken.
No, I full on broke it.
You need more mods then.
Yep. Told you, that's how you gotta fix it. More mods.
No, the problem is that I cleaned it the wrong way. So it fucked everything to hell.
You promised you cleaned it.
Except you have to.
There you go.
Very nice.
Okay.
Now then.
They seem nice.
The Flame Tooth tribe.
Sound like assholes.
Holy balls!
What?
I was zoomed in on this map before. I did not realize how many more there were to the south.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That was fun to go unmask all of those.
John, do they have any?
Yes.
Or is there anything said to what I asked?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
Is there any gates to other realms?
Your mind fills with pictures of doorways. Many gates, many realms.
Is
But
there-
no, you don't mean that.
No.
It's figurative.
But
Are you
I-
from... Or actually, are any of you wanderers?
Meaning
Are
not
any of
from
you
the
originally
Wildlands.
from outside the Wildlands?
Morptor is.
Anyone else?
Solomon doesn't know.
I don't remember.
He's been here too long.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I don't. I think I'm from the Shattered Realm. If I remember
Okay.
correctly.
So those of you who remember, at least, being from there, this is not novel information. You all, in fact, now see this other world. And it's so different. To some of you. To some of you, it's familiar, although it's been a long time.
Wait, see this other world is in. We're seeing what has become the Shattered Realms.
No. You're seeing what it was before.
Right.
Before
Sorry, that's what
the
I meant.
shattering.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
Yes. Oh, sorry. What has become? Yeah, yeah. So you see a lot of houses in one place, and farms outside, all put together, and walls tall, with guards outside, and all these people, and they're not killing each other, and they're not competing. But they are. They are competing. They are fighting, but not as much so. It's strange.
Is it possible to see Domren?
Of course. You hear the bells ringing through the city. Someone's memory who's been there before.
Yeah, I guess I mean, I guess you can see it now.
That's where I want to be. I want to be
Personal asshole.
Domran and no, shut up. Domran and all those people. I want to be there. I don't want to be fighting for my survival here.
I can't remember the name that I'd come up with her, so I'm just going to fucking say that Morp doesn't remember her name, but Morp's going to look for a specific elf woman inside of the city if he can.
Her name?
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember. I came up with a
What,
name.
was it
but
an
I don't have
NPC? Oh, okay.
No, it's from his backstory.
I see. Not someone in my notes.
Right.
Well, it might be. Did you ever tell me about it in text chat by any chance?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
It was something I decided on, and I think I forgot to write it down, or I lost where I wrote it down. So
Let me check real quick.
I just looked back up through what I have for Morp, and I don't see anything. So.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Okay. Makes sense.
You will see the
It's not
asshole I
that
want to kill though.
It's okay. You can always make up a new name, right?
Or I could just say he forgot it. It's been so long.
Yeah, that is also fine. So you think back to the last time you saw her. What does that look like?
Long fucking time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Fuck's sake.
We were both young. She was beautiful. And I did something that drove her away. Last thing I saw of her was she was leaving.
You think about this for a moment. She's not here. She's not us. But she might be.
She's moved on. And he ends the thought and leaves.
Okay.
Oh god, the circle's on me.
I can remove that.
Thank you.
Because that's
Now that we're doing that, whole, now that we're doing that whole shtick, I'm looking for that. I'm looking for the personal asshole in my life.
Okay.
I just want to know how to get out of this hell.
Yes.
You don't know of anyone who ever has, but you know of someone who has tried.
And he died.
I have
Yeah.
questions.
You know of someone who has put his very, very, very long life into this problem.
Bryn?
And Bryn.
That is his prison. Bryn. But there's another. There's a word.
Conti.
They're separate, but sometimes they're connected. Not all the way, but partially.
Last name? Lover? Wife? Daughter?
Bryn?
Son?
Same
Brother,
last
sister.
name.
First name Carl. Last name
Brother,
Patience.
sister. That's the one. Yes.
Oh god
Bryn
fucking
has a
damn it.
brother.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you're gonna say he's got a fucking sister, I hate you.
Bryn
I was
has a
thinking the same.
brother. And his name is Uren.
What?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I feel like I should know that name.
We just saw
Two
it.
brothers
just
who
saw it.
sought immortality. The wrong way.
One of them may have been a lich.
Yep.
One succeeded. The other realized his mistake. And drew
I'm gonna
back.
fucking kill Bryn.
Wait. I missed that last part that John said before you interrupted.
So two brothers who sought immortality. One found it. The other drew back.
Which?
The lich.
Take a guess.
Uren was afraid to die.
The Altum's lich friend is Bryn's brother.
Right.
Wouldn't call him friend.
But is he the immortal one, or is it Bryn?
Yeah, I think it's the
Yes.
lich. Or maybe
That-
both.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Very
We
well
don't
could be
know.
both.
They didn't
The answer
specify.
is yes.
I'm still gonna kill
Bryn
fucking Bryn.
is part of us. Part of you. Part of everyone. Bryn is the heart of the Wildlands.
Yeah, I'm fucking killing him.
Wait.
No, don't kill Bryn.
Yep.
His brother turned me into this. I'm killing him. Am I still in this mindfuck here?
Where'd you-
As you get farther from them, you feel your mind start to clear and start to separate. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna ask the sovereigns. I think it's time we depart your presence.
You understand. You know it won't be easy.
Okay.
I'm gonna start looking for the shard that should exist here.
Oh yeah.
Morpiter, as you feel this disconnect, you feel part of yourself being lost.
I'm used to it.
Indeed, you are.
And my last-
You're able to weather what would have crippled another.
As my last thought as I leave this mindfuck is, I'm gonna kill Bryn.
Oh god. I cast locate object,
Okay.
looking for the shard.
Oh. Okay.
I'm using the collective.
What is the radius for that?
1,000 feet.
a kilometer? Oh, feet. Never mind.
Little under a quarter mile.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where was it?
And that big motherfucker.
Oh no.
You can feel this sense
Oh.
radiating out from the body of this.
You have
Sovereign.
something we need, sir.
You do have
Oh
it.
boy.
It is part of you.
Come again?
It is part of you. It's inside you.
Giggity.
Can you
Physically and also
can you get it out of you so we can see it on the
spiritually.
floor?
You know that the other guardians would perish to lose such a thing. But
Yeah.
it's nothing to you.
Yeah. We're different.
He steps this way.
We are Groot.
Mm-hmm.
So we can take it.
These huge, slow footfalls. Pushes this tree aside. It comes crashing to the ground, leaves spraying everywhere. As they position themselves on opposite sides, he holds out his arms. And they grab him and tear him in half.
Holy shit.
And there's a moment of sadness. It's like loss. But it's not loss. It's not true death. It's just this illusory, this figment. As a small yellow topaz looking gem falls to the ground.
I'm gonna reach out and take it.
Okay. You pick it up. It's warm to the touch. You can see light flickering inside it, swirling like a vortex. And it's slightly moist.
It's a bit
Okay.
damp.
I put it in my bag.
We head back.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, boom.
Wait!
No,
Wait, what? What's
Focus
that
on
mean?
runestones.
Okay. Are you guys, you're Hearthstoning out of here?
Yeah, I was like, you guys want to fucking like?
Yeah.
I was like, before we poof back to the Nexus. Is there anything else?
just
I
want to
would.
say thank you.
I was just gonna say I just stop and kind of take it all in for a minute.
You see something else now. Everybody except Mork, because he's already left. You see eggs. Hundreds, thousands of eggs. Huge. Right here. Not anymore, but they were. Up until last night. You see serpentine creatures gathering them one by one. Leading their enslaved were-rat food supply, leading them out of this place. You see this exchange, this conversation. You can't hear what they're saying, but thank you. Sorry, I'm being given food.
TFTI.
You hear this? What?
Never mind.
I don't know what that acronym means.
Thanks for the invite.
Oh. You're welcome. You hear? Sorry. You see this conversation, but you don't understand it. And there's a woman in a black gown, and her hair is just this nest of vipers snapping in midair. And you see this last surviving were-rat woman that you all remember from yesterday. The one who escaped. Down on her knees begging as the woman with the snakes for hair walks up and embraces her, and then stabs a black dagger into her back as her two enormous snake
Jugs.
men standing on either side move forward and devour her. And you hear words that you do know. And she says,
For the watch.
"What use is one breeder? My babies need food." And then they leave, one by one, gathering up the corpses of the fallen, and you see them slip out and head north, at which point they pass out of your sphere, taking their brood with them. But you see one egg left behind. They didn't know it had life in it yet. So that's what you see.
Did you see what I sent you?
No.
Was
By
it-
what method did you send it? Carrier pigeon, I presume?
Yes.
Carrier crow, actually.
Cat fur and aluminum foil lays?
No,
where
not
is
that.
it?
No, in the way I whispered it to you in fucking Roll20.
Okay.
I don't know if that was part of that or not.
You try to concentrate on them?
Yeah. Also, also, where's the egg?
You recognize them. You know that they are called Yuan Ti. And you know that she is called Medusa.
Oh, so I did get her name right.
Or it is called a Medusa, more accurately.
The Medusa bitch.
Because in D&D, Medusa is not a name. It's a monster type.
Yeah, you figured it'd be a Gorgon because that's what those actually
Right. Yeah, but nope. They called a Medusa for some reason.
Yeah.
I was trying
Just
to get
fuck your
like
standards.
where were they going if they've made a new nest and where is that other egg?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Well, we know. Yeah.
You see them. Well, let me go back.
Yeah, we should probably do something.
I mean, you
about
guys
that.
hit the informational gold mine here by not killing them.
Yeah,
I'm very
that's
proud
for
of you.
sure.
You see them heading north, and then they veer west. And at this point, they are camped right here.
I don't know where that is. I'm still on the.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to move you guys. Oh, damn it. Ah!
And we've shattered the realm.
Sorry, I hit the wrong tab. Or I hit the wrong button. I just went to.
You
the
closed the
Flame
tab
Club.
instead of switching to the tab, didn't you?
No, I accidentally clicked a link in my bookmark bar.
Oh.
I don't hear the music anymore.
It's not
That's weird.
playing.
Should have been playing. Has it not been playing for a while for you?
Yep.
Oh, that sucks. I've been listening to this cool music this whole time.
Playing now.
It should be playing now. Let me actually switch you to the correct tab now.
Is that TP then? That?
One moment. Yes. They've set up a camp, sheltered beneath a rocky outcropping.
Yeah.
You see a fire lit. You hate fire.
Fire bad.
What about this egg?
Fire is like life, but it hates life.
What about,
Those ones think that death is the opposite of life, but it's obvious to you that fire is the opposite of life.
what about
was the
that
question?
egg?
The egg?
Yeah, where's the egg?
We're doing a lot of map hopping today.
Yep.
We are grabbing that egg, and I think if no one has anything else to do, we are out of here.
Welcome to the Shattered Realms mindset. Diplomacy, all the things.
The egg. Here it is.
I was one round away from attacking.
Right? And then I realized how many there were. And I'm glad
I
I
didn't
didn't.
Being
I only saw
outnumbered
the
is
one-
the only way to get you guys to be diplomatic.
Do what?
I said
Being
being
outnumbered
outnumbered
is-
is the only way to make you guys to be diplomatic.
That makes
In
sense.
Wildlands? Yes.
You know that the egg is over here.
We grabbing the egg?
No,
Yeah,
I started moving
grab the
over to it.
Crush the egg.
Okay.
Keep the egg.
As you place your hands on it, it's very, very large. It's bigger than an ostrich egg. And it's warm. It's like the size of a watermelon. Or a pumpkin. It's enormous. And it has life within. But they didn't know. They thought it was dead.
What do I know of the Yanti?
Uh,
Or Wanti, whatever it is.
So from the hive mind effect, you know that they are snake people, and that they, as far as you know, they like to eat rat people. It's like their best. It's like their favorite two foods combined. You know, like,
Mhm.
oh, you got some chocolate and my peanut butter, right?
God damn it. I'm so hungry now.
Sorry.
Right.
Aside from that, give me a nature check.
Did we not just kill a few of them?
You did.
Yeah. It's not very good.
Can I hive mind help him?
You're not very familiar. Can you what?
Hive mind help him out with this?
They don't know a lot about this.
Should we kill it? Or should we cook it and eat it? Or should we raise it?
I think we should keep it for now.
What's the difference between killing it and cooking it and eating it?
Well, I mean, you
Should-
need to do one to do the other, but you don't always have to do the other.
I
And
think
it's
we
an
should.
egg.
I think we should. Yeah, take care of it for now. Be good mama birds.
I'll grab it.
You feel
But-
the minds thinking on this for a bit. It's not usually something they think about, but they've witnessed a lot of it. And you think back, you see the egg being deposited in a frankly horrific imagery. But not by the Medusa. She's a guardian of sorts. She takes a different form sometimes. And she's just this enormous snake. As you see this clutch of eggs deposited. And you see generations of this happening over hundreds of years.
Gensai is turned on.
They've lived in this place for a long time. But they don't care. They're not invested in places. They'll leave it behind. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the brood. But sometimes they leave, sometimes they break the eggs on purpose. Sometimes they'll take an egg to the north part where less of you is. Just the little bits of fungus hiding in the cracks. They'll take the egg to the altar. They'll cast the knuckle bones of the rat people and the teeth of the snake people into the blood of the bull. They'll speak foul words, and then they will crack the egg, and they will sacrifice it. They only do this to one every generation. Until the Medusa dies. and then they do not break any eggs. And she hatches from one of them. That is what you see.
I was supposed to ask something I forgot.
So what do you guys want to do? You've got this egg.
I want to kill.
You want to kill?
I want to kill.
Kill who?
I want to kill the guy who killed me. But we need to decide as a group.
Well,
If we take
you
this
think
egg,
you might know where he is now.
Yeah.
if we take this egg, let's not make it a slave. If we bother to actually let it hatch, it's not a slave.
Slave to your bowels.
What?
Trying to be serious.
Trying.
I'm not there, so I can't.
Right, I know. Anyways,
Why
Uh,
would we enslave it?
'cause
I
it'd be
glance.
useful.
Says the paladin.
It would be useful.
Solomon, make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah.
But
I think it's time to
Well-
leave.
yeah,
What was the hardest loss in your life?
Solomon's?
Yeah.
The hardest loss.
You personally, as a player. No. What is Solomon's biggest
When my
loss?
hamster buddy died.
After I stuck
When
it
I
in my friend
created
Joey's
Boaz.
butt.
Solomon's hardest loss was watching his priestly brothers be cut down from his severed head.
It's almost a distant memory now.
Wow.
It pales in comparison to the tragedy you feel as you step out of this room.
Oh God.
It's like witnessing genocide. It's like enacting genocide.
Have you ever seen a severed head
As-
cry?
You tear yourself from this source of infinite belonging and love and joy. But you've dealt with hard things before, and you keep it together.
All right.
You know that they're still here. Even if the way their mind works, you have died. And so have they.
Wow. Damn.
That's deep.
So what are the rest of you guys going to
We
do?
are underground.
Oh, sorry. Mm.
I
What are the
have
rest you guys
the
going to do?
I have the egg with me, and
Okay, you take the egg. How are you? It's very large. How are you carrying it?
like you said, it's
Like the
larger
size
than
of
an
a
ostrich
pumpkin?
It's like the size of a watermelon. Yeah,
watermelon.
it's
Okay.
very big.
Yeah,
It's like a big watermelon.
I'm just carrying
Holding
it, like yeah, holding on to it.
Okay, that's fine. What about the rest of you? Anybody have any other
I'm
stuff
I'm
they want to
asking the
attend to?
collective what they think might have happened with the ring. Why it did that.
They think it was wrong somehow. Like someone just made it up. Like it didn't deserve to exist.
I figured as much.
Was that an act? Was that an act?
I get it.
Yeah.
Like the DM didn't notice until too late that it was a homebrew item.
A very powerful homebrew item.
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny.
And
Okay,
is there
so what you
anything
guys
else
gonna
that
do?
needs to be done here? That they think that we might be able to help with?
Well, my back itches.
I just want to add, after the thought of like the DM might have missed how powerful the item was, the thought runs through, what's a DM?
Well, we're at.
And then you're
Oh.
suddenly in, like, you zoom out of your world, and you're somebody else in another world that you've never heard of.
You see this
Behind them.
strange bearded man staring at a glowing rectangle,
Mr. Anderson.
talking into a metal cylinder with lots of holes on the end.
His beard occupies most of his chin.
It's actually a shot, like a pale imitation of what it once was.
You zoom
Sorry.
back into your body and you're not sure what just happened.
No. Anyway,
So meta.
serious mode.
No, but anything else? Did they
We've done well today.
back
It's
to
been a
Nexus?
long time since these creatures lived here. And while they always left you alone, you think it was just because they couldn't eat you. And also because you were pretty good at tricking them into thinking you didn't exist.
Oh, I remember.
It's
I was
good to
gonna
have
ask
them gone.
I remember.
They
what I was
weren't the
going to
best
ask them.
neighbors. What
I'm
were you
gonna-
asking?
I'm gonna pull out the vial with the goop. And do they know what that is? The one that was
Take it
on the
from
end of the rope.
It is blood.
And what about the serrated mushroom? Is it safe to eat?
The concept of eating a mushroom. You think this might be the wrong audience, but it
What
is
do-
not poisonous.
Yeah. Okay.
You know that it is frequently sliced thin and fried. It can have some mild deleterious effect if it's not soaked in water before eating it. Other than that, it's apparently quite good with venison.
Good to know. Anybody have anything else to do?
I'm already
Nope.
out of the room.
Thank you.
Teleport back?
Yeah,
I want to leave the room first.
probably be a good idea.
Not if I'm teleporting from in the room.
Oh boy. Your
Not-
mind is ripped in
Not
twain.
not from like right next to them, but like I'm just moving like where I am now and like poofing back.
Okay.
I will also poof back.
Okay. Is everybody going?
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody else is already gone.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I'm
going.
assuming you're all doing this simultaneously.
Relatively, yeah. I'm gonna put the egg down on the ground and then
Raz.
poof
You leave the egg behind. Okay.
right in the middle of them. Yeah, cause
Are you
There-
not
there's
taking
no
the
way.
egg?
no,
You're not taking the egg?
right.
If I see you leaving the egg, I am grabbing the egg.
You waited till
No, I
You waited until you left.
Yeah.
So,
God damn it.
yeah,
he's a bad man.
unfortunately.
Would I still know he's thinking about doing that since we're still here?
Oh God.
I'm-
Was it premeditated or was it just like a spur of the moment thing?
I've been thinking the whole time is like, why? Like, what would be the reason for taking the egg outside of making it a slave for its power?
So you would know that then.
Ah, fuck it.
Okay.
I will really communicate to him. Could be food.
All right.
It's already lit. It's already alive. It's too far for it to be food.
You.
I would
I'll
like to
take
point
your-
out the thing that I put in random.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ugh, why? right.
No, fuck you.
Philippine
Philip-
iron.
Because Filipinos are horrible.
Oh, that made me feel sick, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
At their age of consent.
good
Okay,
stuff.
I poop back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No, I just because it will be more interesting, I leave the room and poof back because I don't want to have my brain left here like guns I might have. Wisdom.
Okay. In that case, Roz, as you well, from where you're standing right now, you're still under the effect.
Right. I was gonna walk out. That's where I left the token.
God damn it, Ada. Wait, why are you prairie dogging it?
So
The fuck? Never
what
mind.
is
Never
happening?
mind.
So as you step out of the room, give me a wisdom save.
Oh God.
That was almost bad.
Again, you have this miserable, incredibly depressing episode as you step beyond the influence of these friends. And you are nearly overcome with the grief, but you manage to rally and separate your mind from theirs. And although it's a loss that you never knew you could even feel, it passes without consuming you. Okay, as you all hold your rune stones, Solomon of the Air and the Whale, Gensai of the Shadow and the Owl, Raz of the Bear and the Wolf. Wow, thanks. Appreciate
Egregious.
that.
I tried to mute. I didn't hit it in time.
And Morpator of
Fuck
the
you.
Light and the Eagle.
It kept going for like another 2 seconds after I muted.
These
Okay.
symbols shimmer in the air as you depart, and find yourselves once again in the Nexus.
And you just
Gensai.
just reiterating, since Gensai just had a belch in front of it, is that Aaron Wolf for mine?
Correct.
Yeah.
Airwolf.
Yeah.
Gensai, give me a wisdom saving throw.
At disadvantage.
Nope. As you leave this place, there's a moment where your minds are still connected, and you see your runes shimmer and your bodies vanish, and you see your enormous mushroomy foot lift up and stomp down on the egg.
God dang it.
For the best.
Oh, you'll make it a slave. Oh.
I'd kill Roz.
You were okay. Roll
I cast-
initiative.
I cast kill Roz. I'm just
Okay.
On that
Uh,
note, though,
give
Warp
it time.
is-
Give it time.
Warp is hunting for Bryn.
No.
Hang on.
No,
So you're not doing anything yet.
Yeah.
So you. Oh, I just moved your token. Well, let me try it. I'm gonna move it back so that one of you can get used to doing this. But there you go. How was that for meaningless? Anyway,
Why'd
as you leave this place behind, you see this vision of the sovereign stomping on the egg. This doesn't control where you are, by the way. This is just like you keeping track of where you think you
Yeah.
are.
Damn it.
So you find yourselves once again in the Nexus, this dusty gray landscape, these 6 tall spires,
John,
and
can you take that away from us?
what?
The token.
Hey, I mean, if you guys want to screw it up, you screw it up. I have my own token that tracks where you really are, so
Yeah.
whatever. You can't do that much damage. It's not a challenge. Please don't make that.
That's what,
I'd really rather
I-
not lock this down because.
yeah.
Anyway,
I just like how it says it's the Nexus party.
Nexus party. Oh, nice.
God damn it.
You see that things are a little different from the way they usually are. There's a lot of people here, like way more than you usually see all at once. And they're gathered in a ring around you. You're standing in the center because that's where you appear when you come to the Nexus. And there's this ring of hundreds of people. Wilders and wanderers.
I am.
Standing among the 6 stones that reach high into the air, representing the 6 elements. And standing before you is Bryn, with his arms crossed. And standing beside him is Roland. Let's take a break.
Okay.
God damn it.
Give me about 10 minutes or so, I think.
And roll
Okay.
initiative.
damn it.
Man, I hope not, because you guys are outnumbered like 100 to 1.
I don't fucking care. Red needs
Um,
to die.
I kind of care. Wait, so you want to kill Brand because his
Let's
brother?
take 5.
Anyway,
Dan, that is a horribly awesome picture.
well,
I'm proud.
I'm gonna say.
My work here is done.
You've converted another.
Also my Airwolf picture.
God damn it.
Giggity. Swa 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 swa.
Swah, 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 swah. Rafflecopter.
So I saw a it's fucking happening. I saw a preview for this the other night. Please tell me
What is
somebody
this?
knows what the fuck that's from.
Nope.
They're remaking Magnum PI. And the crossover with Hawaii Five-0 is going to happen.
God damn it.
But the guy playing the new Magnum doesn't have a mustache. I am so disappointed.
Those mustaches needs to die.
Ice cream and Cheez-Its counts as dinner, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
I mean, if Mr. Pibb and Mountain Dew counts as dinner.
Like mixed or?
No, separate. Baja Blast and Mr. Pibb don't really go well together.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Unless you want to Baja Blast your toilet.
So yeah, yeah.
What's this?
I saw they're remaking Magnum PI. They're rebooting Magnum PI.
Why?
I don't know.
That's kind of my reaction.
That's my reaction too. I was kind of
Is that
I was semi happy they were rebooting Hawaii Five-0 because fun. Magnum PI, like, why? And that's the new guy. And
Yeah,
he doesn't have a mustache or any facial hair.
That's
He's clean shaven.
it's like Captain Low Testosterone right there.
Yeah, like fucking for real. Like, dude looks like he. Yeah, here.
Yeah, that's sad.
Like, looks like a douche.
Oh no.
That's literally a promo photo.
Oh god.
I don't know. I think that's better. It's
I
more
d-
actual Ferrari owner and less. I get all the ladies with my Ferrari.
He's only in the Ferrari for like one episode.
That's perfectly fine.
He then drives a Chevy Camaro.
It's to be expected.
And
He's
there's
just look. Can I just point something out?
No.
Okay. He looks like a fucking ventriloquist doll.
he doesn't
Look at
like
that kid's face. Hi. You can
I
just
mean-
watch the testosterone bleed out of our nation with those two photos. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't measure testosterone by a fucking bad mustache and fucking patchy chest hair.
I do.
Dude, that guy slew more pussy than you would in 1,000 lifetimes. Sorry.
I mean, fucking anybody can.
No, I didn't
I'm me.
hurt your feelings, dude.
Oh,
I'm just
no,
saying. That's
I'm just saying. Man, like,
he has the
fucking-
face. He has the face, but like, it needs something.
No.
Maybe it's the hair.
I mean, the hair is the same fucking hair that Selleck had, pretty much, just not quite as.
He looks like a fag. Sorry.
He's too nice looking.
He's a pale Mexican.
Racist.
No, I'm just saying. I was trying to figure out what's wrong with him. He's clearly Mexican, but he's like paler than me. Like, look at his skin. He's a vampire.
I mean, that is all the rage these days.
Pale Mexicans?
Yes.
Oh God, have you seen him bald? Oh, I'm gonna
Please
throw up.
no.
I don't even know if it's the same guy, but it says it is.
Looks like it.
Is that the same guy?
Look
Same
at the.
eyebrows.
I mean, look at the
Tanner.
eyes, nose, lips.
I think it. You know what? I think it was maybe bad lighting in that previous picture. That's why it looks so.
I will say though, I will watch the fucking. I will probably end up watching the first season. Just because.
What network is it on?
CBS.
I don't know. I just don't know why we got to remake everything.
Because there's no fucking originality left. And
Exactly.
they're trying to make
Because
all the
Simpsons
old people happy.
did it.
No, like I said, they're trying to make all the old people happy.
Well, they're trying to make everyone happy. So like they got to do something that appeals to everybody instead of something that's like actually good. The Jar
Well, I
Jar
mean,
Binks.
if you want to watch something actually good, you won't watch network television.
Right?
Go watch Cobra Kai. If you want
No.
cheesiness,
I haven't seen it.
Fucking. No.
that cheese, all that cheese. It's a Gouda.
Cheesier than my fucking mac and cheese.
It's Gouda. It's a Gouda show.
I hate you.
Yeah, Dan. They YouTube Red has made a, not really a reboot, but like a 30 years later of Karate Kid.
I found the next Magnum PI.
Notice there's nobody next to him in that picture.
So do you think it's like that the writers have become lazy, or do you think that we just like used all the ideas for shows that there are?
Definitely haven't used all the ideas. It's just that the writers are lazy, and like I said, they're trying to make the older generation happy. They're trying to live into the nostalgia thing, which,
How about this?
sadly enough, nostalgia gets you a lot more fucking money than anything else. Oh, hey, look, you found you.
I'm actually pretty skinny.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like,
It's better than
I'm closer to the choose her guy, although I'm not that skinny.
I don't know. Like my mental image of pretty much everybody here is either the fat guy or the skinny guy.
I'm the skinny guy.
Hey, it's the fat guy.
Hey, man.
Just more blended genetics. He's from Hawaii. It's okay to be that.
it's from Hawaii. If you're not that, you're a fucking weirdo.
Right?
If you're one ethnicity, there's something fucking wrong with you in Hawaii.
Really?
If you don't have at least like 3 different ethnicities, you're doing it wrong.
That's why Hawaiians look like bloated Mexicans. Because they are part Mexican.
Yep.
I dated a Hawaiian girl for a while, and she was all a bunch of weird shit. Actually, no,
just all the things.
and also white Filipino, and then I think Chinese or something.
White Filipino, Chinese, throwing some other things, and
Oh yeah,
Pakistani.
Portuguese. You have Portuguese too.
Portuguese, Pakistani, a little bit of African in there.
Ooh.
no,
I mean-
almost never African. That's about the only one you
Yeah.
don't get here.
Yeah,
For
that's
good
more.
reason. I
Just
mean,
kidding.
our population's dumb. We don't want it any dumber.
Ooh. Oosh.
Damn, shots fired.
Whoa.
The African ethnicity is what separates Hawaii from Miami and Florida in general.
Pretty much.
Everything that happens in Florida that doesn't happen in Hawaii, you can probably trace back to African genes.
What do you mean?
Would you like to see?
I would love to see.
I mean, we all technically trace back to African genes,
Recent,
because you know,
more recent, African.
it's in Bob's. It's perfect. I'd fondle those Bobs.
Do Hawaiians not like black people?
No,
That thing.
I'm just joking.
He's not joking.
You can say yes, man. I won't report you to the authorities. I feel like these kids' memes are getting weird.
What do you mean? Like the Send Bob's one?
Like, this kind of shit.
The fuck is that?
This is like the kind of stuff that, like, I don't even know what to call them. Generation.
We need to kill them as soon as possible.
Yeah, I don't even know what to call them. Generation, like, born with an iPad.
Generation born with a brain tumor. No, that would mean they have an excuse for why they're so stupid.
I'm just gonna post memes until our DM returns, so sucks for you guys.
I mean, the racism is there.
Yeah.
And the hatred for the homosexuals.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, Eminem was actually saying the whole time that he was gay.
Yeah, I never really thought he was like. I always thought that was, you know, oh, he's homophobic. I'm like, no.
I'm guessing you've never seen, oh fuck, what was that? What was the name of that movie, 808?
Oh God, I know what you're talking about.
The Interview?
I know what you're talking about.
What movie?
It's from Scary Movie 3, I think.
No. The Interview. Where he goes and fucking interviews Kim Jong-un.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was from the interview. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
never
he was interviewing Eminem, and Eminem's just like, yeah, I'm gay.
I'm surprised
You
it took
didn't
you.
pick up on it?
You guys this long to figure this shit out. It's like all the signs were there. You guys fucking dumb.
No, I never saw that movie.
Oh man. I will give those dumbasses this. They do every once in a while make a decent comedy.
Oh yeah.
Can't think of his fucking name right now, but most of his stuff
Dick
is
Butt
just shit.
McGee.
What the fuck is?
That's exactly what it looks like. It's a fucking sidewinder.
Don't fuck with me, boy.
God damn it. What the fuck?
We should start doing everything like. Where's John from?
His
California.
mother.
No, like more importantly, like, not, no, not more importantly, more specifically, where in Cali?
Simi Valley, California, home of the
Oh.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was like that's fucking.
We beat the fuck out of what's his name? Would do it again. Rodney King.
I'm back. Sorry.
That's like what we're famous for. We have the Ronald Reagan Library, and we beat the shit out of Rodney King.
I believe those, like, you can't have one without the other.
It's, yeah.
I'm back.
We had like the Republican debates here.
Welcome back, Conti.
Yep. Sorry about that. If that took a little bit longer than I thought.
I
You guys
literally like
legalized weed
this
after
is
how
like one of the
fucking long?
first things that showed up for me, Dan.
Oh yeah, dude, that thing's for free, and you get it like almost every day. And
Jeez.
it's just like, why? And it's always just like, guy smokes meth in front of courthouse. What? What? What is that?
I believe the guy also called him Morgan Freeman.
He did too.
Yeah,
That's why he's making that face.
That's the one where he's like, "Did you just call me Morgan Freeman? What the fuck?"
I've never seen that.
Motherfucker, he's ill.
I only saw a chunk of that. I saw that portion of it.
All right, I'm back.
Are you?
Welcome back.
Oh, did I actually beat him? Holy shit!
What?
Did I actually
cane?
beat you back?
You didn't actually beat me back.
Okay, I was gonna say. 'Cause,
I had
wow.
to do a little bit of interim prep because of some choices you made. So,
Ah,
So yeah, John, you were gone for
I have
you
caught
were
up.
you were gone for so long. We have literally started just doing this on random.
What?
We have neither of those places. It's true. Wait.
Hey, don't be fucking talking shit on Dave and
Yeah.
Buster's.
I think it's probably supposed to go with that.
Apparently, we're like one of the highest like gun ownership per capita in the state.
wow, nice.
We have 3 Walmarts, but one did close down.
All right, sorry that took so long. I figured it was better to come back prepared.
This is my
Scramble
favorite
later.
Valley meme.
Come back prepared? Who are you kidding?
This is my
Well,
favorite.
as prepared as I could get, without taking too much.
That's just a picture of California. I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's Simi.
No, that's just California in general.
True.
Oh no, actually
Yeah,
no, wait, that's a
that-
picture of the Big Island.
This is accurate. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Anyway,
let's kill some shit.
Anyway.
so you find yourselves standing in the center
Try not to
of
die.
the Nexus.
No guarantees.
Find yourselves standing in the center of the Nexus.
Yep.
In front of you is Bryn with his arms crossed. and Roland is standing to the side. Bryn looks at you all expectantly.
Going on, Bryn?
We got a shard. What the
Also
fuck's going
raised
on?
great sword.
Yes, I understand that you have a shard. Well done.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on?
I have heard something most disturbing.
I like how your brother's a lich and turned our friend here into a ghost.
His eyebrows shoot up at that. Well, I don't know how you found that out.
Does it really matter?
Let me guess. Were tall mushroom men involved?
They were fun guys.
You die, Brent.
Maybe it's not
Hold up.
maybe not kill
Let's-
him.
Let's
Yeah.
find out first.
I
Information
wonder
first.
why you think you're in a position to threaten me. You know, I didn't recognize you at first. It's been a very long time. But I never forget a face. Morpeth Glenn Strider.
And yet you forgot me and left me in a crypt to become what I hate.
You know I did not forget you. 327 years, 2 months, and 1 day it has been since I've laid eyes on you.
You laid eyes on me just yesterday.
Before then, I mean. Now it's been 3 days. He smiles a bit. But this is not about why you are mad at me for my brother's actions. My brother, whom I tried to stop and then tried to murder. My brother, who unfortunately escaped. This is about your crimes. And he looks at Gensai.
Would it have something to do with the ring that I no longer have?
Nothing to do with a ring, more to do with a murder. The way Roland tells it, you murdered a defenseless person while she was begging you for damn it. I've forgotten. the
Mercy.
word. Hang on. Mercy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
After she attacked us.
And turned out to be a were-rat.
He looks over at Roland. You didn't tell me that part. He says, does it matter? Of course it bloody matters. So you're saying that this was self-defense? And Roland says, no, she was lying on the floor. She was helpless. She was entirely at our mercy and trying to surrender. This was not self-defense. This was murder.
Was a mercy killing.
And it wasn't even
Mercy?
fucking.
and it wasn't even
Mercy would be letting her live, and Bryn holds up a finger.
And getting eaten by a giant fucking snake.
and
Continuing to be a were-rat and transforming continuously. Rather
And-
than actually being fucking human.
and more information on top of that. She wasn't she's basically being used as food for the snake
Yeah, that's what I'm
people.
saying.
Oh yeah, and she's not dead.
No, she is. One of
Still,
them got.
I could have sworn that John said that
Yeah.
she was not dead.
She was dragged away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She was murdered. Well, she was killed.
not by us. She was still alive.
By you. She was killed by you.
But who
Well,
did,
no, she
did
was dragged away as fucking food.
who did what's his face stab in the back?
That was the other one.
I don't remember there being another one.
There were two that were running from you.
Yeah.
One escaped, but you stopped the other one.
Mhm.
It's been a while.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
But yeah,
No worries.
still.
I see.
I mean, as far as I know, there's no way of curing that sort of curse?
They're being raised for food and to attack people.
Yeah.
They were being raised for food.
Roland says, "How could you possibly know that?"
Well, if you stuck around, you missed out a lot.
Yeah.
I just might say,
Forgive me if I'd rather not associate myself with psychopaths and murderers.
2 wrongs don't make a right, and I stand on the side of Bryn.
Oh, okay.
That may be. In fact, I'm sure it's true, but I do understand the situation.
You ever heard of a Medusa?
Of course.
Yeah, that's apparently what was leading all the snake people, who are also
Yeah. Juan T
leading
specifically.
all the were-rats.
Actually, I think out of character. I think they were out of the were-rats by then. They killed the last bear.
Maybe.
But back in character.
So then, this is an interesting turn. It seems to me like you have gained some information that Roland left without.
Much.
That's putting it mildly.
Yes. Well, you did not have that information when you killed her. So I wonder what difference it makes.
She'd attacked us.
We
I
knew
didn't-
she was food before then.
You might have. I didn't. As far as
No,
I
we
was
were saying
concerned,
it.
she attacked anybody who attacks me. I don't show any mercy once you attack me.
And either way,
I've been
Well, I
I've
would
had
prefer that you did.
oh
If
I've
you're
had,
going to continue adventuring on my behalf, searching for these shards, participating in this endeavor, I would prefer that you did show mercy when begged.
I'll try. But I will tell you this: too many times in the past, I've had somebody beg for mercy only to turn around and stab me in the back when I turned around.
and they tried to deceive us right off the bat.
Yeah,
Too.
they straight off the bat did that. We gave them a chance
I
at the
see.
beginning, and they straight up attacked us right afterward.
Same step.
And Roland was there for that, too. At least I think he was.
This was no murder.
I
I will straight up
Stares around.
look at Roz and be like, nah.
I have to disagree.
It wasn't.
Compatriot Roz.
Hmm?
He
I would-
butchered her.
No, I didn't do the killing blow, actually.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying this to you. He butchered her. It was a murder. Whether justifiable or not, it was a murder. But anyway, more important things, Bryn. I take out, to try to distract him, I take out the shard.
You trying to distract him?
Well, I'm just trying to put a bookmark in this conversation. So I take out the shard.
Roz is thinking it's like if he didn't want murders or evil doings like that, why'd he hire Roz? Roz kills for a living. I'm thinking this, I'm not saying
You're
it.
thinking it, not saying it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then,
I am totally thinking that too, though.
Bryn would
I'm
know
like an
what I
assassin.
do.
It's like I'm an assassin for hire, for God's fucking sake.
Yeah.
I mean, you know Bryn well enough to think that he would probably just hope that you could set that aside. He's very optimistic. He tries to believe that people are capable of change, despite all the evidence to the contrary.
He's pretty optimistic for somebody who's been alive for as long as it sounds like he has.
Time does many things. Anyways,
You know, the first person to be tried in this circle was my brother.
And yet he lives.
Yes.
Sounds
I
to
had
me
a
like these
chance to
trials-
kill him when he was not as powerful as he is now. And to my unending shame, I did not take it. I wanted to believe that he could, that even he was redeemable. You know what a mistake that was. So I ask, why should I redeem you?
Because apparently your opinion means jack shit.
Explain that one to me, would you?
I mean, you let a lich walk.
Yeah, and he's
And as I said,
You have
I
no
regret
ground.
it.
You have no ground to stand upon.
I don't intend to make that mistake again.
You have
Well, I
no
can-
ground to stand upon. Any who backs you is a fool.
My dear boy, all the wildlands is my ground. I have stood upon it longer than any other living soul.
How do you do that anyway?
I'm very
A
careful.
question
with my
for
best
another
guess.
day.
Well, I've got one question that might pertain to this and might answer some questions. Why can't you're able to pull us back to the Nexus whenever. Why can't you pull your brother back here and have him try it again for his crime sentence? What makes him different than the rest of us? Outside the obvious. At least what Morp has told us.
I suppose I've never told you this. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever told anyone this. I made these spires. I made the runestones. This is the only kind of control that works in this place. Empires come and go, but the balance here, surrounded by the 12, their endless war, this point is immune to it. It is the fulcrum. And so it is where I stay. And so it is where I recall you to when I need you. My brother does not have a runestone. Nor do any of the other beasts of the wild.
Alright.
Dead men are very hard to account for. He looks at Morptor again. I have to wonder how yours still functions. I don't know what my brother did to you. But believe me that I would undo it if I could. And indeed, perhaps I can.
You could have 300 years ago.
It
Morp,
hadn't happened yet
I-
300 years ago.
Morp, I think right now, that would be a pretty awesome deal for you.
You just want
Personally.
me dead, Roz.
No, not at the moment. You're standing next to me, aren't you?
In point of fact, Morpita, I believe you already are dead.
This isn't death.
No,
You're just
you're
somewhere
right.
in
It's
between.
something worse. But, well, there is a way. It's difficult, but there is a way to return a body back to proper life. It's hard to do. Easier in the other world, apparently. Lucky them. Difficult here. Not least of which because it requires some material called a diamond, of which I have never heard before. But I've been doing some research, and I believe there is a way to return you to proper life. And I would love to do that. And I would love to do it for my brother, but his time, unfortunately, has passed. He made his choice.
I wish that I could believe you, Brun.
It would be very difficult for me to lie at this moment.
Yeah,
Did you not feel it as
Zone
you
of
set
truth.
foot in this place?
zone of truth, or something to the matter of fact.
Indeed. I'm impressed that you've all been so honest. No one has even tried to lie. That's
Out of character, we
encouraging.
didn't even have to make a charisma save, so you know.
Well, yeah, the numbers were against you there.
Yeah.
We could roll a natural 20.
You could, but you see dozens of figures step forward from the circle of people assembled around you, holding their holy symbols high.
So me saying right now that I actually am capable of mercy, and Bryn, for how long you've known me, you know I actually am. But in that situation, for what that being was, that was the right thing to do. Yes, maybe it was too much force, but you also know Gensai, and know that when he comes down to the line, he will do force.
I do know this. Well, I'm satisfied with your testimony.
I am
Is
not.
there anything else you would like to say before I render my judgment?
Morp, shut up, please, just for a minute.
What did you say? I didn't catch it.
Morp was saying something in response to Bryn, not to.
Yeah, but what did he
this
say?
question. Said I am not.
I'm
Satis-
confused.
Bryn is saying that he's satisfied with the testimony, that what was done wasn't really murder and it wasn't like some evil act.
Yeah.
Bryn is saying he doesn't believe anything that Bryn has said. Or sorry, Morp is saying he doesn't believe anything Bryn has said.
He can't lie here, just like the rest of us.
No, we can't lie. He can lie if he made his fucking charisma save.
Oh yeah, true. Either way,
I don't trust this fucker.
that's fine. I don't trust pretty much anybody. But I think for now,
do you guys like if you want to roll the saves, you can roll the saves.
Yeah.
I want to let you know in advance that you have an incredibly small chance of succeeding.
yeah. No, I have no reason to lie right now.
Okay.
I have no reason to roll it, but
Okay.
Yeah.
was
I'm
just saying
like,
that
if you, like fair play though. Like
Yeah.
I want to make the rules of the game be the rules of the game, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys want to resist it,
Yeah, no, I mean,
you
I'm
can
just-
go ahead and
I'm-
roll. But
I'm
it's gonna
telling
be a lot of
more-
rolls.
More like exactly what I'm thinking of. Yeah, you might not trust Bryn right now, but he's offering you flesh and blood again. Like, for now, put your distrust and hatred aside for the chance of becoming real again, becoming flesh and blood. To stepping your foot, even if it is in this hell of the wildland, you'll still be stepping on something.
To be clear, I'm not promising him anything, and I'm not offering him anything.
Yeah, but
I'm
you said
simply
a
saying
chance.
that I believe it is possible.
Yeah.
Whether or
And
not
that-
you deserve that has yet to be seen.
He'll be that much easier to try for being flesh and blood.
So, does anyone have anything else they would like to say before I render my judgment?
Nope.
Let's hear it.
Very well. Roland, It was wrong of you to abandon your friends when they needed you the most.
Party, not friends.
I
Rip.
don't make that distinction. You are excused from the process. We can speak about this later. Roland nods and looks at all of you. Looks at his bird. And sets off. As for the rest of you, while I believe that your actions were maybe not the best choice, I do understand that you were in a difficult situation. You are pardoned. I would appreciate if in the future you would try to be a little more merciful. And if you do not believe yourself able to hold up that standard, then you too should probably find other adventures.
I do have a question, and this is for future situation, because this is just something I don't know. Period. And
He,
this would have made a difference.
But as you start saying that, he holds up a finger and knocks his staff on the floor, and the people surrounding stamp their feet, and then they disperse, and you feel dozens of overlapping auras lift from you as the 115 instances of Zone of Truth are dispelled.
Could have left that up. I wasn't gonna lie.
Well, it's okay. The trial is over.
Yeah. But yeah, just so, to my knowledge, for the future, is there a way to cure lycanthropy? I still can't say it right. Goddamn
Lycanthropy.
it. Lycanthropy.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
You've got to really hit the lycanthropy. It's not lycanthropy.
It's can, not can't. Be positive.
Lycanthropy. Either
Exactly.
way. Is there a
It's
way
Levi-
of curing it?
Anyway, yes, it's actually quite trivial. Any suitably trained cleric, or perhaps even a paladin, looks at Solomon. I do believe that you know the way to remove a curse.
Do I?
That is a level 3 spell available to clerics, paladins, warlocks, and wizards.
Create a restoration.
Remove curse.
In due time, I could do that.
I see. My mistake.
Okay.
Well,
I
I
don't
certainly could have done it,
I-
but obviously I never leave the Nexus.
Hmm.
This is the one place my brother cannot get to.
Yeah, see, I had no idea.
Yep, I always assumed that was a permanent thing.
Well, live and learn.
Yeah.
And today
future.
you live, so that you may learn.
Hopefully to find another way, or find a way out of here.
I do apologize for being so severe, but
Bryn, I have a question for you.
the world needs rules, even this one. What is your question, Solomon?
We have some business to attend to that may not involve the shards at this moment.
What's that?
The business of revenge.
Oh,
As
love a
far
good
as I know,
revenge.
on 2 parts as well, actually.
Whom against?
Well,
if I remember
I don't
right,
suppose it's a nefarious brother.
that's one of them.
I've told you before of the.
Yes, I know. The flame tooth. I suspect that's who it is.
Yes.
I apologize for not telling you their location sooner, by the way.
I wasn't
My
strong
s-
enough to fight him anyway.
Exactly. I wanted you to have a fighting chance. I know how blinding revenge can be. But it's not worth it. Not until you know you can do it. And I believe in you. I believe in all of you. He gives a meaningful look to Gensai. To Morbitor. All of you. So, what did the mushroom men tell you?
A lot. I'm not gonna lie. A lot.
Yeah, they do like to prattle on, don't they?
Well,
It's been a long time since I got to use their knowledge.
it was more of we all had a lot of thought
Yes.
rather than them prattling on.
That's true. It's an unusual experience. I remember being drained for weeks afterward.
Wasn't fortunate enough
It was
to
the saddest
feel
moment
that.
of my life. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it was.
There was definitely some sadness.
Anyway,
There's only so much you can bear so many times in your life.
indeed. But the spirit is resilient, isn't it?
Yes.
So now then, you were saying?
We know where, because of the mushrooms, we know where the Flame Tooth tribe is, and for
Indeed.
what could be very interesting to you and is making more ecstatic and almost unbearable is we know where Uren is. We at least know where Uren's tower is.
If you don't mind, I'd prefer if you didn't speak that name. No,
Very well.
Uren.
that is foolish.
Oh,
That
I
only
figured.
gives him power. Uren's tower. It was once the center of the great Khitan Empire.
Yep.
He built it.
See, I didn't know that. I knew it was in Catan, but it's been so long since I've seen.
Rallied the centaurs and the other hooved ones to his cause. Bunch of loosely assembled tribes before that, but he built a proper kingdom. He was determined, as I was, to scratch out some kind of permanence in this world. To make something that would last. And to do that, we both knew we couldn't be limited to a human lifespan. The way he went about that. The things he did. I don't know how much you know about liches, but it's not pretty.
They can be killed.
They can at that.
It's pretty much all that matters at the end of the day.
Going back.
That is what matters now, but we wouldn't bother killing them if it weren't for what they had to do to become what they are, and for what they tend to do after.
I would bother killing them for the simple fact that they evade true death.
There's a problem. How much do you know about leashes? Leashes. How much do you know about liches?
I personally don't know a whole lot. I just know they're undead and nasty.
Well,
Religion check?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
More than welcome to.
In a
I
roundabout
think
way.
Solomon actually would probably be the best at that.
No, I have a negative.
Oh, okay.
He's a bad
Paladin
cleric.
with a negative religion.
Yep.
So you know, and I mean, you probably know a shitload about liches. You know that they are a form of undead where a previously sentient person has killed themselves as part of a ritual involving a potion that is, or poison actually, that is also a potion that involves all sorts of unsavory things like the blood of an infant. It has to be like orphaned or something like. There's all kinds of horrible shit like that, right?
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
Yeah, and the end result is that their soul is sort of fused with their magical power, and that is the thing that allows them to continue to exist even after they're technically dead. And in order to do this, they have to create an object called a phylactery, which does not need to be on the same plane of existence as them, but they do periodically need to travel to the same plane in order to feed it with souls. So that's what you know.
And in a roundabout way, since now he's bringing it up again, so how are you still alive?
What do you mean?
You're ancient.
Ah, that. Well, I am and I'm not. I'm old. I was born 93 years ago. In fact.
Hang on. Thought you were far older than that.
No. But my memories are.
Ah.
Speak
I am
plainly.
Bryn the 112th.
Oh,
Ah.
great.
That
My
makes
father
sense.
passed his memories on to me, intact, as did his father, and so on.
How does that work?
Well, there is a spell that I had to learn to pass it on to my next of kin. And it allows you to alter memories. So what I have done over the course of many years is to copy all of my knowledge, all of my memories into another.
Smart.
Indeed.
How do you pick another?
Kin.
Well, I say father, but I don't mean it literally.
Oh.
We're not related by blood, and obviously Uren is not actually my brother. It feels strange to say that, because I have that memory in my head, you see.
Hmm.
Still didn't answer the question.
What was the question?
How do you choose who's going to be the successor?
Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it? I can't tell you that, because if I told you that, you could figure out who the successor is, and I can't have anybody know that, because...
Okay, well,
Then
more
the
more
line could
more
end.
in a less figuring out who the fuck the person is in case you don't want us to kill them kind of thing is, do they have any say in it? Is it a willing thing?
Of course it is.
Can I insight
It's
check
an
that?
honor. It was an honor when I was chosen. And it was an honor for the next one.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
Wait. He said was an honor for the next one,
Oh,
not
That was not
is
me.
an honor.
Oh, he's not good at lying. It's a damn good thing he appears to be telling the truth.
He said was an honor, not is an honor. Like,
Indeed.
So they've already been chosen.
Indeed. It would be very dangerous to not have a successor at all times.
True. This is the Wildlands.
Here's the trick.
That's
My
all.
successor doesn't know he is my successor. He did when he was chosen. But
But then you make sure he doesn't know after that, so that he doesn't do anything out of the ordinary.
exactly. It is a spell. It will trigger upon my death. The instant I die, my successor will be brought, summoned to the Nexus, and imbued with all of my knowledge, including all of my spells.
As Morp stabs him.
And then he will have to
Oh,
hurry
I'm
and
tempted.
choose another, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway. Do you know why I've never told anyone this before? No one ever asked.
Care.
That's the simplest reason. Nobody ever asked. It's not
Probably
true.
'cause
I've
most-
told other people before. It's just been a while. This me hasn't told other people before.
So, out of character, this should be extremely or like this should be something I should know, or I find really strange that I don't know, because I'm 200 years old. Like, I should know that there's been multiple different Brins, but for some reason I find this weird that I don't.
Have you been in the Wildlands that whole time?
Yeah, I'm from the Wildlands. I'm from Catan. I think I was going to talk to you about that. How long ago was it that Catan fell?
It fell about 200 years ago.
Yeah,
So you could have been born there,
yeah. I'm
but
at
it would have
least from
fallen
there.
when you were a child.
Yeah, I'm around 200. Like, I probably
Okay.
lost track at some point. So I was a child in Catan.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So
Good to know.
I find it weird that I either don't know that there's been multiple Brins, or
So
it should be something I know. I
this
don't know how
guy,
everyone-
you remember this guy always being Bryn and
Yeah.
always being this old.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah. which
Are
is-
you saying anything about this?
Not that exactly. It's like, Bryn, you telling me this, it's like, I've been here for more than 93 years. Like, why do you only seem like the Bryn I've only ever known?
Because he lies.
It's part of the magic. Once I die, you will have always known me as my new self.
Alright. A little bit of memory manipulation
Indeed.
type stuff.
And I know it's a bit of an invasion, but I'm
Necessary.
hopeful that no one will be too troubled by something so small. It's
Necessary.
Indeed. Perhaps not necessary, honestly, but I didn't set it up. Well, I did, but I didn't. You know what I mean. It was before my time.
It makes
The
sense.
joke is
Oh.
bad and you should feel bad.
It
So
makes
that's an
sense.
interesting question then, isn't it? Could be
Yeah.
one of you.
Oh, the thought.
Oh, but it isn't.
God,
I'll spare you that one right now.
My goal is to leave here, so.
Oh,
I
that's
can't be
fine.
getting stuck
I'm
here.
just gonna look at him and be like, if it was one of us, you wouldn't tell us, and you would tell us that anyway.
This one's smart. Maybe I picked him.
Whoever you pick.
Seppuku!
Marp, cheer up.
Commit seppuku, and then Brent's like, no!
It's hard to be cheerful when you're looking at the man who is responsible for your current state.
He isn't. His brother is. Well,
He
yeah,
is.
his brother is. Yes, he didn't try him, but
His great grandfather's brother or whatever.
yeah, he.
This isn't Jedzia,
What-
it's Ezri.
What I'm trying to say is,
God damn it.
he showed mercy when he shouldn't have. but he also just showed us mercy. Would you rather him never show mercy and then us all just be a pile of ash over there?
I want you to imagine something. Suppose I did choose you. Suppose at the time you were receptive. Suppose I died and now you've got my thoughts in your head. Were you responsible?
No.
So why am I?
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't choose this. I didn't choose that anyway.
You didn't choose it, and yet you haven't killed yourself. You continue the cycle.
He's not the one that cursed you. Yes, he's kin with the one that is, but that doesn't mean he's the one who cursed you. That doesn't mean he has anything to do with it. Kin is only blood.
Look, I'm not here to make excuses. If you think it's my fault, so be it. I still want to help you. Maybe it's in my nature. So, if we have the same goal, which is to kill Uren, then I say we're allies. What do you say to that?
I say my allies are dead.
How the hell does that make us?
This guy's so emo. No.
Yes, he is emo.
Gigantic
doesn't know
pain
what
in the
that
ass.
Shops at Hot Topic.
Used to shop at Hot Topic. That place sucks now.
No, he still shops at Hot Topic.
Oh,
Not
God.
even emo anymore.
Poor soul.
Oh,
Anyways,
well.
anyways.
I'm exhausted by all this. What do you say we hit the tapestries and tankards? Hey?
Out of character. What was that again? Is that the actual bar?
That would be the caravan tent inn thing, or tavern rather. And he starts heading in that direction.
Sounds.
I follow.
Okay. So you guys presumably retire to the tavern, take a bit of a break. We've only got like 20 minutes left, but is there anything you guys want to do?
I need to figure out what to do with this tiger pelt.
All right.
You need
Well,
to
you want to
have
make
it
something out of it?
dried.
Possibly.
Or sell it, or have
Possi-
someone make something out of it?
I might have somebody make something out of it. Not now, but I'll figure something out. But just
Okay.
I'm gonna do something with the tiger pelt.
Sounds good. I hope it's make a G-string.
Oh, God.
Nah, banana hammock.
Oh, God.
Assless chaps.
That could actually be somewhat interesting.
I really want to know what Morp's point of being here is. He doesn't think even we're allies at the... What's the point then? Go fight the fucking lich. You end up becoming his fucking slave and take the
Are you
house
guys
and
having this
forget it.
conversation over some drafts?
Over drinks, yes. I'm thoroughly fucked up with
the taps and tapestries. I think I should call it
Shit.
tapestries and tankards, but it's actually called taps and tapestries. My bad.
Yeah. Either way. By how much I have had, I am surprised I'm able to have a...
I would like to
Fair
find
enough.
I would like to find something in the tavern that requires a Constitution save.
Go for it.
And on top of that, I would like to put a slice of the mushroom in it.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, alcohol is gonna... Oof.
Now
So
that I know
you
what it
go
does.
up to the guy at the bar and he says, "Let me recommend the Gold Rush," and he puts down a little bottle. You see, there's little shimmering flakes. Of
It's
something in it.
Goldschlager.
And it's like a violet liquid.
Goldschlager was the first alcohol I ever drank. Sorry.
I'm sorry too.
Cool.
It is 1 gold per serving.
He's not getting a second.
Okay then.
I don't know if that was with disadvantage or what, with the mushroom in there also.
So the mushroom gives it a really weird flavor. Being a mushroomy booze, it's kind of like really strong, like kombucha, basically.
Oh, I know all about that. This whole week.
Give me a D100.
Flat
20. Hey, natural 20.
That's how that works,
feel,
right?
You feel lighter. You feel a lot lighter. You feel not just lightheaded, but light-bodied as your feet leave the ground and you float a few inches above the surface of the floor.
Oh,
and you
he's
tip
actually-
end over end in this weird microgravity situation as people laugh at you.
Oh, he's actually doing this.
I'm totally giggling.
You see everybody around you in the tavern just laughing hysterically, and they're all like bodies like distended and stretching and changing colors, and everybody else sees you just take this shot and then face on the table.
It's fucking great.
That, jeez. That's some strong.
I will say, like, after I took the shot, I'll probably be like, it's not that bad, and like just mid-sentence, just bam, head on the fucking table.
Barkeep's like, yeah, another happy customer. Sweeps up the coins.
The ones that are flying out of his pocket as he's swinging around.
I think I
What
was
about the rest of you?
hallucinating that.
I'm sitting here
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
shit.
None of that actually happened.
Yeah,
just to be
I
clear.
was hallucinating that.
Oh, I thought he was.
No,
Alright.
no, it was a hallucination.
Yeah,
Shrooms,
either
man.
way. Yep. Hi. I'm probably sitting with Bryn, yelling at Morp.
Oh wait, which mushroom was that? It was the serrated one.
Yeah,
right?
it was a serrated one.
Okay.
That's the only one I have.
Okay.
I at least I hope nobody took the fucking mushroom that Solomon picked with us.
No, I didn't.
I did slap it out of his hand. I don't know if anybody picked it up.
And you never will.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna wake up
so,
tomorrow. I'm not gonna remember anything from the last week.
So you guys settle in for the night, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Well, I
Nobody
mean,
else
I
doing anything before they...
kind of want to know what Morp has to my question of
What was the question?
what are we other than allies?
Cannon fodder.
Yeah, he essentially said that we're not allies. Even though I don't like him, he's still an ally. Shit, I'm even starting to like him a little bit more. He's becoming neutral.
Ally is someone you trust with your life.
Yeah, and I've been in quite a few battles with you already.
I think the word you're looking for is alibi.
What?
Don't mind him, you shit faced.
I'm just like randomly saying things while I'm passed out.
Bryn's like, yeah, I think that was the word. Another round.
God damn it. It's so fucking tempting right now.
More
This is out of character, I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
I know, I know.
Everyone's shit faced. It's just like, oh look, stab.
Right.
Solomon is
But-
stone sober.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone
he's-
but one.
He's drinking
Yeah.
water.
Shit faced.
Yeah.
Fucking
He's
paladins.
he's drinking soda water.
I have a wristband on that says designated driver.
He's got the biggest looking frou-frou drink, but it's a virgin.
No joke, that would be me. I'll take my fancy juice, please.
Anyways,
Anyways.
Morp, I'll let you in. Anna. I have been betrayed, or I have lost every group of people I have been with. More betrayal than loss. And it always ends up, in the end, somebody betrayed us anyway. Not me personally, but somebody else. I normally don't work with others because of that. Bryn made me an offer I couldn't really refuse, going out there and collecting the shards. It's a chance for me to leave this place. That's the only thing I want. I don't want to be in the wildlands anymore. It's hell. So I'm taking that offer. Whether I trust Bryn or not, and I actually, for the most part, do. He's one of the few people who have been pretty reliable. Basically the only person that's been reliable. But since I've been fighting with this group of people, whatever we are, this party, whatever you want to call it, I know that Gensai is a vicious fighter, but an alright person tells a good joke. I know Solomon's cursed and is a paladin and really dislikes some of the stuff I do. But at the end of the day, that doesn't make him a bad person. Actually, it probably makes him a good person disliking what I do. I do what I do for survival. That's it. End of day. I have to make my money somehow, just so I can... Bryn is saying that he might know a way to bring you back to flesh and blood, and there's a chance that we might even be able to take on Uran and kill that fucker. Because nobody needs a lich in the world. That's just going to make everything more difficult. So I think you should, at the end of the day, put things aside, even for now. And I really think your hatred towards Bryn is misplaced. I think you should take that opportunity of trying to get back to being flesh and blood again. I mean, you already said you're weird for a ghost or undead for the fact of you still have your sigil. I mean, that tells you that you're at least still on this plane, that you exist. Kind of drunk and rambling, but figure I need to say it. And you are an ally too. At the end of the day, you're a ghost or whatever the fuck you are, and that means I don't really want to trust you. But for right now, I do. Maybe not quite with my life, but for the most part, not to fuck up. So what say you?
I say Bryn lives until he's no longer useful. I say there's no point in returning me to a body, because I have already broken a pact I made a long time ago.
Yeah, and I've killed 3 of the bosses that hired me. That was a deal and a pact right there. That doesn't really matter all that much here in the wildling. I get it.
I don't
but-
expect you to understand. I would expect Solomon to understand.
Ah.
It is not something so easily broken.
I nod.
It just means it's more difficult to mend.
Bryn kind of drunkenly leans his way over to you guys. a little sobered by the topic that has come up.
Listen, I understand. Trust me, I do. If you don't think that that is the path forward for you, so be it. I'll still help you kill that bastard. It's the least I can do.
I live until Uren dies.
Sounds like a plan.
Once he's dead, I have no purpose in this realm.
Well, then,
Every
Shit.
man dies. He raises a glass.
whether on his feet or in his bed.
To death.
To
May we do it well as we lived. And he takes a drink, and a few people join in.
I roll my eyes.
Undead bonding here.
Yeah.
It's more of like you're at this point. Actually, no, you're not drinking. At this point, like rolling your eyes is more like just rolling your head around.
Hashtag just undead things.
Yeah.
Just
So-
undead things.
You guys close down the place, find your way to sleep, and the morning comes. The crowds are a lot less massive than they were before. Everybody's pretty much dispersed now that the excitement is over.
I didn't realize there was that many clerics. Clerics.
Well, I got
paladins.
them all, says Bryn. Kind of needed them. Now then,
I think we were that.
as long as we're still not killing each other, he unrolls the map, looks it over, looks around at all of you. Where to next?
Well,
Wherever leads closer to the death of a lich.
Well, I
Need to
don't
get some
think we're
strength.
ready to do that just yet.
yep. I
But-
know I'm not.
Maybe
Let's get
those
some strength in
giants. Blade Meadow's a dangerous place.
Far from.
You know, they guard that pass. If they do indeed guard that pass now, they've moved. They used to be farther south and deep in the charred waste. Now they're out at its extreme almost. I have an idea as to why. Blade Meadow is where all the best steel in the world comes from, as I'm sure you know. It just sprouts from the ground there. Well, controlling that supply is probably where all of their stability comes from. That makes sense. There used to be a keep there, owned by one of Uren's princes. Maybe not a bad target to strike toward both foes.
Two bird.
But do as you like. So where do you guys want to go next?
I think that sounds good.
That's my vote, obviously.
Yeah.
To
Flame
the death
Tooth?
of the giants.
All right,
Giant.
and that's where we will end it, and that's where we will pick up next time.
Woo!
Wow, there were 2 attack rolls this entire session.
Yep.
What was the second one?
There was a snake.
Yep.
And there was a rat.
Yep.
Who killed the rat?
Actually, I don't even remember there was an attack against a rat. Was there?
Didn't you kill the rat? No, the rat
No.
ran away. That's right.
yeah, there was
Yeah,
one
never mind.
attack
There
roll
was
this
there was
entire
one
night.
attack roll, and you hit.
Yeah.
And I didn't even ask you how you wanted to do it.
Yeah, you murderer.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, man. I
Fucking-
liked how you did it.
Yeah, bisected the head. Nice.
That could have been a snake person trying to give up, you murderer.
Yeah,
I'm
Bryn's a little black and white, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very black and white.
Yeah.
Oh, Morp hates him.
I don't understand why.
Because Morp
Hate by
had not
association.
returned for 327 years. What was it? 2 months and a day?
3
Yeah.
days.
Yes, 2 months and 3 days now. Yeah.
And technically, you had the days off. It should have been like 3. It should have been like 5 or 6 because of the amount of time it took us to get to the temple.
Well, what I meant though was from when Morp finally returned after you guys freed him from that crypt.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
It had been that fucking long, and in all that time, Bren never did anything. Everybody returns to the Nexus. You have
Yeah,
to at some point. And
but-
Bren never did anything.
But
Morp suffered in a fucking tomb, and his stone did not parrot. His stone didn't go away. Bren still has his stone. He hates Bren right now.
right, but you gotta think also, Bryn couldn't. Like, I mean, I get that. That's understandable. But Bryn can't leave the Nexus. So the only
No, but
thing
he has
But
the
he
ability.
can smash a stone.
He has the ability to recall people at will. Remember?
Right, but didn't
You
we
should
have
ask
to,
him about that.
Didn't we have to release a spell to pull
Actually-
or to allow?
No,
Did you ask him about that?
we didn't.
No, we
As,
didn't.
as far as we know, we've seen Bryn on his own pull people back at will.
Yeah.
Would you like to ask him about that, or do you want to save that?
I'm passed out.
I think it would be if we're still having this conversation. I think it'd be interesting. But like I said, when we
I think
met
I'll leave
Morp,
it up to whoever was going to ask the question, which is
I
Wong.
think it's me and Morp are kind of going back and forth. It's still the allies
Yeah,
conversation.
It's the why do you hate Bren? This is why I hate Bren. And
Yeah.
wait a second.
So
Yeah.
okay, so you don't want to have already asked him about this. Just clarify.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're basically asking him now. It's like, why didn't you ever try and bring him back? And I'm
Oh, you're asking him that now. Okay.
yeah. My idea of it is
Would
like
you
out
like
of
to-
character is
I have an answer already ready to go. I was waiting for you to ask.
Nobody ever asked.
Yeah, nobody asked.
yeah. Go for it. I think I know what it is. Go for it.
How heartless do you think I am? Of course I tried. I tried for years. It didn't
And you
work.
tried to destroy it.
Of course not.
Exactly.
I wanted to believe that somehow, I mean, you are an elf after all. Elves live hundreds of years without blinking an eye. Well, not literally, but I just assumed that you were busy.
So you're
What
saying
was I to do? Murder you because you didn't come visit? Seems a bit harsh.
So you're saying you tried to pull him back, but you couldn't.
Many
There's some-
times.
And I remember when we were down in the tomb.
It started the day that Amundir's went dark, and yours
that's-
went dim. I've never seen that happen before to anyone else. Not before, not since. Not even Solomon.
And
It
when
just
we
dimmed, but didn't go out. It was clinging to life, I suppose. I don't know what that means. So I left it, in hope.
and here you are. When we were down in Amandir, when we were down in Amandir's tomb, I remember that we had to break an urn or something, and that essentially released you. So you're under a spell and stuck there.
Of course. I should have realized. In fact, I often suspected, but Plena binding. He was locked in place.
Hashtag glitches.
And I assumed that you were probably imprisoned or something like that, but better imprisoned than dead, right? Not my choice to make. I figured that if,
Better dead than imprisoned.
well, I figured that you could make that choice on your own.
And
It didn't occur to me
unfortunately,
that you would be trapped in between worlds like that. Frankly, I'm not sure if breaking it would even have any effect on you. But I'm not going to try to find out. I'll leave that to you. And with that, he leaves you guys.
See?
Can I roll an insight check on that?
You certainly can.
Holy shit, his insight.
Let me, 1 second.
Survival and insight, my best 2 skills.
Rolling at 20. He is telling the truth.
Rolling at 20. You're not so sure.
I mean, he seems to be being perfectly forthright. He hasn't lied to you up until this point. No
That I
reason
know
to
of.
suspect that he would start now. But, you know, that's up to you.
I have no reason to believe he's lying, but I still don't believe that he's telling the truth.
It certainly seems like he's telling the truth. As to whether that was the right choice, that's another question. But he seems to be honest, as far as you can tell.
I still don't like him.
That's fine.
That's because you're an
That's
elf.
all right. Because you're an elf. It's racist.
Yeah, exactly. It is.
So,
It's not the only elf here, asshole.
when do you want to go to pay the Flame Tooths a visit?
Tomorrow
Flame
morning.
Teeth?
Soon.
In 12 or,
I mean,
in 12 or
in
13 hours.
Real life.
Yeah.
In real life.
I'm down.
Oh god.